Alright! Hello, everybody! Hello! Oh, what's up with my fucking mouse? That's weird. Hello, cheers! Sarmegas T! Luca, welcome back to Rooted to Tootin' Double! Woo! Oh my god, this game is awesome! I'm so happy. I've been thinking about it all the time, but unfortunately we're not starting Route B yet because we gotta finish off the other two routes of Route A. And GA, thank you so much for your input. I was further in getting June seen, so last time was incredible. We got the kiss, and like there's totally some stuff, some kind of Hinamizawa syndrome shenanigans going on. I totally bet there is. Seriously, there has to be. And like Natsuhiko and Watase were trapped there. They're gonna go. There's gotta be a Route C that unlocks after Route B, which is the true path ending. And then it's gonna show them go into the true lab and defeat whatever boss is there. And, save the time-traveling girl. She might be in love with Natsuhiko. I don't know. Find out what the fuck is up with Watase. Like, cause seriously. Cause like, why would she, like, this girl clearly doesn't seem too evil because she's resetting things so things will go well. But at the same time, like, people are going insane. And like, there's all human experimentation shit going on. So, there's more than one test subject. We know that. So, I'm thinking there might be one good one, one evil one. And we'll see how that goes. So I want to reload the scene at 9:03. Continue. Quick load. Here we go, 9:03. We decided who to group up with. I believe it's here. Wow, that was really far in the beginning. Oh, I did make a manual save there. Never mind, let me. Yep, okay, and it was this one. Load!
Which one of these people can I trust the most?
Well, what to say? Oh no, I forgot it! I'm such a fucking moron. I forgot to do the thingy. Okay. Oh. Answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, and answer 4. Ukita route is the true route. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Okay. So I believe we want to see, her. Let's say finished thinking it over and finally gave his answer.
Moribe, Osan, ore to kumanai ka?
Maribe, old man, you good with teaming up with me?
God damn it. Oh god, this is gonna be like when I get the fucking other routes and I have to frickin' make choices against Sugami in Ever17, isn't it? Oh god! Hello Ablis, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much, that's totally mine.
Ah, 別に構わないよ。
Sure, I don't particularly have anything against it.
There was a discerning look in Ukita's eyes as he said that. Ooh, yeah, this guy. It does kind of look like he has fur grown here, even though that's like a burn, I could say.
I knew it. The old man really does still doubt me. If he had a gun on a boat, he'd shoot me.
He'd been hoping that June's cheerfulness would have a positive influence on Ukita, but it didn't look that way. No, it doesn't.
よろしくね、浮田さん。
Let's work hard together, Mr. Ukita.
ああ、よろしく頼むよ。
Yes, looking forward to working with you. But not you, what to say. Yeah, I figured.
Seems there was no problems between June and Ukita for the time being.
じゃあ、もう一チームは私と立花さんで決定ね。
Then
捜
that,
索ルートはどうする？
sorry. Then that means me and Miss Tachibana will be on the other team. How are we going to go about searching?
それについては私に考えがあります。
I have an idea about that. Kazumi took her PDA and began explaining.
我々が現在いるのは第5エリアになりますから、第4エリア方面に進むチームと第6エリア方面に進むチームに分かれましょう。
We're currently in Area 5, so one team will head in the direction of Area 4, while the other will head in the direction of Area 6.
じゃあ合流地点は？
Then where will we rendezvous?
我々もすれ違う可能性がありますから、ここでいいのではないですか？
There's a chance we'll miss each other, so why don't we use this laboratory as the meeting point?
ぐるっと回ってなお要救助者に出会えなかったら再度出発すればいいと思います。
I believe that we should set off again if we lap around the facility, and still haven't found the survivors.
不測の事態が起きたり、1時間経っても何の成果も上げられなかった時も、一
I
旦
can
ここに戻ること
skip?
にしましょう。
Here we go. Watase's team took two of the Prokions, while Kazumi took the third.
じゃあ俺たちが第6エリア方面へ進むから立花と先生は第4エリア方面に進んでくれ。
Then we'll be headed towards Area 6, so you guys go towards Area 4.
了解しました。椿山さん、行きましょう。
Roger. Miss Tsubakiyama, let's go.
分かったわ。
Got it. So how about that Watase, pretty handsome? Yes. Come on, you guys totally fucked. Well, oh, I was just kidding. Oh, this is going to be good. God damn it. Anna posted the note she'd written on the floor, on the door, and then left the room with Kazumi.
それじゃあ、私たちも行こうか。
Then we should get going too, right?
あ、
Yeah. Indeed.
Ukita's voice seemed a bit harsh, just as Watase had expected.
I hope I can clear up this misunderstanding with him, but I'm not counting on it.
Watase left the room with June and Ukita as he kept those tiny fears in his heart. The team took a quick look through Area 5 just to be safe, then moved on to the factory. The large, messy room was as still as a grave.
見たところ人気はないが。
No one here from what I can see.
だがユーリ君がこちらに逃げてきている可能性もある。
But there's also a possibility that Yuri went running this way.
うん。あと脱出経路の手がかりも見つけなきゃだね。
Yeah, and we've also got to find anything that could help us locate an escape route.
時間も限られてるし、サクサク捜索を進めよう。
Time's a wasting, so let's all search quickly. It was just as June said. Yeah, these expressions just... oh, wow. Just because they found a ton of AD didn't change the fact they were short on time.
We need to be more careful to make sure we don't waste any time from this point onwards.
Yep, okay, that's... now I understand what that means. As he thought to himself, Watase finally entered the factory. Just then something caught his eye. It was a security gate in the corner. Behind it was the small room with the emergency lift. The one where they found the body of that girl.
隊長、どうしたの？
Hey, Captain, something wrong?
いや、あの搬出リフトだが なんとか脱出に使えないかな。
Oh, well, just about the curve of cargo lift. I was wondering if there was any way we could still use it to get out of here.
え、コントロールパネルが壊れているんだよ。
Huh? But the control panel's totally busted. Right?
だが、もし修理できたら地上に行けるだろう。どうだろう、おっさん。
But I was just wondering if maybe we could repair it and use it to get to the surface. That sound feasible, old man?
自信がないな。
I don't feel confident enough to pull that off.
Now that he mentioned it, Ukita had failed to repair that security slot earlier.
だが他に脱出口は見当たらないんだ。かけてみる価値はあるんじゃないか。
But this is the only escape route we know about. So I think it's still worth a try, wouldn't you say?
確かに。私、手先器用だしさ、簡単な修理だったらできるかもしれないよ。
True. I'm good at handiwork, so maybe it'll just be a simple repair job.
そうか。それなら森部君にお任せしよう。
I see. Then let's leave this up to Maribe.
決まりだな。行こう、二人とも。
And it's settled. Let's go, guys.
Three of them headed off to the cargo lift room together. The girl's body was still there, exactly the way they'd left it. The team looked at her and offered a silent prayer, then walked up to the control panel.
さて、修理できるかどうか。
Sorry, there's a freaking leather stupid thing. Okay then, let's see if I can fix this sucker. I swear! She's totally southern. She took her army knife out.
じゃあその間に俺はシャフト内を調べてみるか。
And I'll go check the shaft while you're doing that. Sound good?
シャフト？
Oh, what do you mean? I thought you didn't swing that way.
他のエレベーターと同じくシャフトを登って上まで行けるかもしれないだろう。
Maybe there's a ladder or something in there and we can use to climb with the elevator shaft. You know, like the other elevators?
うん、なるほど。
Oh, I get it.
僕は何をすればいいのかね。
What should I do?
おっさんはちょっと悪いがファクトリー内を調べてほしい。
I'm sorry, but I'd like you to search the factory itself.
さっき調べたばかりとはいえ、一応な。
I know you just searched it a little while ago, but let's just try to play it safe.
よかろう。
Very well. Two. Can't wait to kill everybody.
Ukita then left the room.
そんじゃ、私たちも始めよっか。
Okay then, ready to get to work?
お
Yeah.
Baltus nodded and ran over to the lift doors. He placed his hands on the slide between them and put all his might into his arms. He then tried to open it up. I'm guessing it's to have faith in June, right? Is this the answer here? Like, I'm guessing this is what, if not, I could always just rewind. Unlike the normal elevator doors, these ones didn't budge an inch.
ロックがかかってるみたいだな。
Looks like it's locked.
でも、このコンパネが直ったら扉も開くよ。
Hello, Mr. Valdrick. Welcome to the stream. We'll be able to open them if I fix the control panel.
修理は私がやっとくから、隊長は浮田さんの方を手伝ってくれば？
I'll be doing the repairs. So how about y'all help Mr. Ukita out?
Oh, great.
ああ、そうしよう。
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh god, it's either trust her or don't trust her. Oh, no.
それ
わったら呼ぶからちょっと待ってて。
Hello, Burncastle. Welcome to the stream. I'll call you all over when I'm done, so just wait a bit, okay? Best friend. Aww. Odyssey nodded and was about to leave the room when the body of the girl crossed his line of sight. June is like a little sister, and especially since Kazumi considers June a little sister, so it really feels like, you know, she's like a little sister to them, and it's so adorable how she acts. A thought suddenly crossed his head, so he called out to June.
Moribe.
Huh?
お前大丈夫か？この部屋で一人
I can tell this is a special scene.
Are you sure you'll be okay in here all by yourself?
それってどういう意味？
Huh? What do y'all mean by that? June suddenly gulped before she could finish. Seemed she'd only just now remembered she was alone with the body.
お前今まで遺体を見たときずいぶん参っていたから。
Every time you see a body, you get really down, so...
June's face froze over at Watase's comment. But she quickly shook her head as if to wipe that away.
ダメだ。確かに結構弱ってるね、私。
Yeah, you're right. I really am weak, huh?
先輩たちの姿思い出しちゃって。
That makes me remember Dojima and Hiyama.
仕方ないさ。あんな光景見たら誰だって。
You shouldn't be so down on yourself. Anyone would be that way after seeing something like that.
June laughed slightly. Yeah.
体調は平気みたいだね。
Y'all sure don't look that way. You look totally fine.
平気ってことはないが。
I don't think I'd say that.
だけどたくさんの死を見てもさ、悲しみなんかお首にも出さず、私たちを引っ張ってさ。
Oh, Captain, you've seen just as many bodies as we have. Yeah, y'all don't show any sorrow and just keep leading us on.
やっぱり隊長は私よりずっと強いよ。記憶喪失でも変わりなくね。
You really are way stronger than I am, even without memories.
最初の頃偉そうなこと言ってごめんね。やっぱり隊長は隊長だよ。
I'm sorry for looking down on y'all when this whole thing began. You really are our captain. Amnesia or not. Watase could not but let his true feelings out when he saw June look so guilty.
違うんだよ、森部。
You've got it all wrong.
違うって？
Huh?
俺はただ悲しめないだけなんだ。
I just don't feel sad, that's all.
堂島たちの無残な姿を見てもちっとも現実味が感じられなくて、まるでモニターの向こうの出来事みたいで。
Dojima and Hiyama died so cruelly, but it just doesn't feel real to me at all. More like something that happened in a TV show.
Because he doesn't even know their faces or remember even a single thing about them.
そんな俺が強いなんて言われる資格はない。
So I have no right to be called strong at all.
そもそも命の価値だってろくに理解できてないのかもしれない。
I love this game so much.
Maybe you just don't understand the value of life very well to begin with.
June then cut in before Watase could say any more.
だけどさ、それでも隊長はユーリちゃんを助けようとしたじゃん。
But y'all still tried to save Yuri, remember?
Huh?
命の価値を理解してない人があんなに必死に人を助けようとするもんか。
There's no way in hell someone who didn't understand the value of life would be so desperate about trying to save someone.
隊長は記憶を失って先輩たちのことも忘れちゃって、だから悲しめなかっただけでしょ。
Shucks, Captain. The only reason you're not so sad It's because you just lost your memories and forgot about Dojo Hiyama, right?
だが、お前や立花はこの子を見て、ものすごく心を痛めていたじゃないか。
But both you and Tachibana were practically grieving on the spot when you saw this girl, didn't you?
俺にはやっぱりそこまでは。
Yet I didn't. So maybe I really don't.
And Watase looked over at the girl's body. June also glanced at the girl for a second.
副隊長ほどじゃないけど、やっぱりね。
Well, I don't think it was as hard on me as it was on the lieutenant, but I'm sure it's because
この子は渚に少し似ている
her
かな。
sister. This girl kind of looks like Nagisa.
Huh?
Watase felt extreme surprise when he heard that. Nagisa was Kazumi's little sister who passed away almost 10 years ago. So for June to say that they looked alike meant that I wonder if she's really dead. What if she's the good one in that's the test subject? That they looked alike meant that
森部、お前もその渚ってこと知り合いだったのか。
Maribe, was that Nagisa an acquaintance of yours?
知り合い？そんなもんじゃないよ。
an acquaintance? Not even close.
渚は私の親友だったんだ。
She was my best friend. Oh. So that's how she knows Kazumi. She's like they're so close because they bonded over memories of Nagisa. Watase gasped. June continued with a depressed frown.
いや、親友っていうか妹みたいな存在かな。
Damn, she was
年
even...
もちょっと離れてたしね。
Wow, that is a huge gap between first and second children. If you're already 8 years younger than Kazumi, and Nagisa was even younger than you, damn, they could possibly be from separate marriages? Actually, she was more like a little sister than a best friend. There was a bit of a gap in our ages, you see.
副隊長がお姉ちゃんで、渚が妹。私たちは三人姉妹みたいな感じだった。
The lieutenant was like my older sister, while Nagisa was like my younger. The three of us felt like family.
だから、渚のことを引きずってるのは、私も副隊長と同じだよ。
So, Nagisa had a huge influence on both me and the lieutenant.
この子を見てると思い出すんだ。ずっと昔、
Oh,
渚の葬儀で、あの子の死に顔を見た時のこと。
I guess she really is dead if she had a funeral. When I look at this girl, it just reminds me of Nagisa's face at her funeral all those years ago.
だったらやっぱり俺がついていようか。
I really should stay here, shouldn't I? Fuck Okita.
レスキュー隊だからっていつも気を張ってなければならないってわけじゃないだろ。
This game is so good! I love how it's not trying to force a romance between Watase and June. Unlike the mistake that Ever17 made.
Just because you're a rescue worker doesn't mean you have to always keep your heart hardened for as long as you live, right?
Watase could see a pondering look pass by June's face for a moment. But her eyes soon lit up.
隊長、いろいろ気遣ってくれてありがとう。
Captain, thanks for being so considerate of me.
だけど、その申し出を受けたら、私はレスキュー隊員じゃなくなっちゃうよ。
But I wouldn't be able to call myself a rescue worker anymore if I accepted your offer.
隊長は早く浮田さんのところに行ってあげて。私は大丈夫だから。
Hurry. Go on and help Mr. Ukita. I'll be okay. Go on, I said get! Watase was still worried, but he couldn't deny June of her determination. So he made up his mind.
わかった。でも何かあったらいつでも呼べ。
Alright. But call for me right away if something happens.
了解。
Roger! With that typical exchange between them, Watase left the room. He soon found Akita in the factory. Is this new or not? Oh, it's new. The latter flinched when he noticed Watase. I'm sorry. I love this Akita cringe face. Oh my god, it's too funny. I'm sorry.
What to say?
どうしたんだね、シャフトの調査とやらは。
Ooh, why are you so flustered? Did you find something you don't want me to see?
What's wrong? How'd the inspection of the shaft go?
扉が開かなくてできなかった。で、俺もファクトリーの捜索を手伝いに来たのさ。
I couldn't open the doors, so I came to help you search the place.
そうか。
I see.
Hello, Guppy Force. Welcome to the stream. Akita looked away in what appeared to be irritation.
What's his problem? Is he still bothered by our argument earlier?
That thought worried Watase. He searched the factory, trying to give Akita some space. It's all new until we get back to the room. Thank you. Akita then silently searched the factory for a while, only for the silence to be abruptly broken off by the echo of June's voice.
隊長、浮田さん。
Captain! Mr. Okita! The pair looked to find June running over to them from the cargo lift.
どうした、森部。
What's up?
リフトの修理は終わったのかね。
Are you done fixing the lift?
いや、できてない。どう考えても部品が足りないんだ。
Sorry. It was a no-go. I just don't have enough parts to fix it.
部品が足りないって。
What do you mean?
まるで内部の配線とかが引きちぎられでもしたみたいに消えてなくなってるのさ。すぐに修理するのは難しいよ。
Oh, the parts I need are just gone. Like the internal wiring was ripped out or something. It will take a lot of time and effort just to fix it. Time we don't have.
そうか。壊したやつはずいぶん念入りにやりやがったんだな。
I see. Whoever broke it sure thought things through, that's for sure.
どうする？その辺の機械ばらして配線やら部品やらでっち上げれば修理できるかもしれないけど。
So what now? We could try taking apart the nearby machines to whip up the right wiring or parts for something like this, but
時間かかりそうか。
Would that take a while?
はっきり言って予想不能だね。合う部品があるかわかんないし。
I'll be honest. I have no clue how long that'd take. I don't know if we have the right kind of parts on hand. Akita then picked that moment to cut in.
いや、不確定な要素にかけるくらいなら、先に要救助者を探すべきなんじゃないのかね。
No, I believe it'd be better for us to go find the survivors first. If our other option is betting on an admittedly unstable factor.
迷いどころだが、確かにおっさんの言うことにも一理あるな。
What to do? Honestly, I do think the old man's point is valid.
ね。普通の現状ならともかく、救助に時間がかかればかかるほど、要救助者の累計被爆量も上がっちゃうし。
Yeah, it'd be a whole nother story if these were a regular dispatch. But here, longer it takes for us to find them, the more survivors' cumulative exposure increases.
よし。じゃあこのリフトのことは要救助者を見つけてから改めて考えよう。
Okay, then let's consider the whole lifting again after we found the survivors.
じゃあ、ファクトリーの捜索は終了ってことで、次は内州島へ行こう。
Yeah! Okay, now that we're done searching the factory, let's move on to the inner ring.
了解だ。
Roger.
The team then headed for the inner ring. Area 6, inner ring B2, seek. An old search engine. Oh, yeah, no, that's a job website, isn't it? It's been nearly an hour since they last searched this place.
要救助者との行き違いを避けるためにも1階と2階に分かれて捜索しよう。
Let's split up and search B1 and B2 and make sure we don't mix the survivors by accident.
了解。じゃあ私は地下1階を捜索するかな。
Roger that. Then I'll search B1.
悪い。それじゃあ頼む。
Thanks, I'll leave that to you.
ここの非常階段は崩れちまってるんだが、代わりにロープを張っておいた。
The emergency staircase here is out, but I set up a rope in there to get up.
それを登って捜索してくれ。
Use that to climb up and get to searching.
任せて。
No problem. Just leave it to me. God, seriously, June is just so precious. I love June so much. June immediately headed for the stairwell.
では我々も捜索するかね。
Then we should start our search as well.
あ、
Yeah.
Watase and Ukita then began looking through B2. But seeing as how it hadn't been long since Watase's last searched the area, nothing in particular stuck out. June soon came back from B1.
隊長、なんか見つかった？
Captain, y'all find anything?
.ダメだ。そっちはどうだ？
Nothing. How about you?
何もなかったよ。1回目の捜索より丹念にやっているつもりなんだけど。
Nada. I searched as hard as I could since it was my first time there and all, but no luck.
夏彦くんたち、本当どこにいるんだろう。
Jeez Louise, where the heck could Natsuko and the others be? It's almost like they're trying to get away from us. June looked a little down.
不安になるのもわかるが、そうしょげるな。
I know you're worried, but don't lose hope.
要救助者が見つからないってのは、ある意味喜ばしいことだ。
The fact that we haven't found the survivors is actually a blessing in disguise.
Huh?
それは要救助者が頻繁に移動しているってこと。つまり彼らはまだ元気だってことだろ。
Doesn't that mean the survivors are constantly moving and therefore still full of energy?
被爆して動けなくなっているよりずっといいじゃないか。
I think that's much better than collapsing due to radiation exposure.
そうか。そういう考え方もあるか。
See? Yeah, I guess you could think of it that way too, huh?
しかし楽観的すぎるかもしれんが。
But it may be too optimistic. However,
俺たちが希望を捨てるよりずっといいだろう。
it's much better for us to have hope than to throw it away. Makoto Naegi, come on!
だね。
Got that right! Woo-wee! Team nodded. Do. Now that they were searching for a second time, their fatigue was catching up with them. It was very easy to get discouraged when searching the same place all over again.
それに案外立花たちがあっさり見つけてるかもしれないぜ。
Who knows? Maybe Tachibana and Teach already found them.
それを期待しつつまずは先に進もうじゃないか。
Should we keep going on with that hope in mind?
Watase finished cheering up his companions and headed on towards the next site, Area 1. Area 1 and Ring B2. They returned to the place where Watase had first woken up. They split up again and searched the floor a bit.
このフロアも成果なしか。
Nothing of value on this floor either, huh?
じゃあ今度は地下1階の方を。
Let's head down to B1 this time.
Watase suddenly picked up a faint sound before he could finish.
どうかしたのかね？
Is something the matter?
いや、さっき人の足音がしたような。
No, I just thought I heard someone's footsteps or something.
どこで？
Huh? From where? What as they tried to make out, we heard the footsteps.
自信はないが、その階段室の方から聞こえた気が。
I can't be sure about this, but I think they came from the stairwell.
要救助者？
I think it's one of the survivors.
いや、立花さんたちかもしれんぞ。
No, it could be Miss Tachibana and Miss Tsubakiyama for all we know. Every party needs a pooper, and that pooper is you. Party pooper, party pooper.
Seriously. Hi, jeez.
わからんが、とにかく行ってみよう。
I don't know, but we better take a look.
The team ran for the stairwell in high spirits. But there was no sign of anyone there. The fireproof door on B1 was wide open. The room was dimly illuminated by the light leaking into that opening. Seriously, it almost looked like a door to the sunlight. That's what I thought in the beginning. Like when this background was used. There was no one to be found at the top of the stairs or behind the shadow of the staircase.
誰もいないぞ。
No one's here.
気のせいだったのかな。
Maybe I was just imagining things.
わかんないよ。上に行ったのかも。
Y'all don't know that for sure. Maybe they went up. The team ascended the staircase as they talked, with Watase in the front, Ukita in the middle, and June in the back. But at that moment, they heard a sound cutting through the air above them. Watase looked up in surprise. He found something falling down from the top of the stairwell.
隊長、危ない！
Captain, look out! June screamed. What? Watase suddenly felt someone shove him from behind, causing him to fall forward. And merely a second later, he heard a heavy thud coming from the rear. Oh shit. Watase turned around in shock to see a mysterious object hit June's back. It's a cluster of conch. Oh my god. So this is how she got injured. With several thin reinforcing bars sticking out of it. June then staggered. Oh wow. Now. I can't do that well. Yes, June.
Ah!
Watase tried to grab her, but it was too late. June fell down the stairs, only stopping at B2's landing.
森部、
Maribe!
大丈夫かね。
Are you alright?
Watase and Nikita hurried down the stairs, their faces pale. Oh. God dang it. Jeez. Falling down these stairs sure does hurt a lot. You're telling me! Shut up, you're from the future. That hasn't even happened yet. June groaned faintly. She had apparently lost consciousness. Watase checked her and soon found blood oozing from her back. Oh god. She'd been impaled by one of the rebars from the debris. Oh god.
なんなんだこれは。
Damn it! What the hell just happened?
Watase looked upstairs. With all the darkness filling the stairwell, he couldn't spot anyone.
Did the ceiling collapse again?
おっさん、ここは危険だ。とりあえず森部を安全なところへ運ぼう。
It's too dangerous here, old man. Let's get Maribe to a safe place for now.
わかった。
Got it.
Watase carried June on his back and ran out the stairwell. Route after Chapter 5. Area 1, B2 in a ring. Watase laid June down in one of the rooms.
大丈夫か森部。聞こえてるか。
Maribe, are you okay? Can you hear me?
June didn't make up note how much he called out to her. Oh god. Watase could tell by the red blotch spreading on her clothes that the wound on her back was bleeding.
くそ、早く手当てしなければ。
Damn it. We need to treat her and fast.
Ukita quickly spoke up in a strained voice.
よし隊長さんだったら君が森部君を手当てしている間に僕が捜索を続けておこう
Okay, Captain Kasasagi. Then I'll keep searching while you treat Maribe.
何
What?
さっき隊長さんが聞いたという足音それを確認したいんだよ
Huh. Damn it, Ukita, you are so fucking sus. It's like beyond. It's ridiculous.
I want to find out who was behind those footsteps you heard earlier, even though it was probably the falling reaper.
隊長さんは森部さんの治療に専念したまえ
You stay here and focus on treating Miss Maribe.
ダメだおっさん単独行動は危険すぎる
No, you can't do that. It's too dangerous to go alone. Take this.
それはわかるが捜索の手を止めるのも危険だろ
Yeah,
時間は常に出血し続けているんだぞ
seriously, no, you are so fucking sus. You just want an excuse to check something, don't you?
I know that. But isn't it also dangerous to put off the search? The clock is ticking here.
Ukita was absolutely right. Well, Watase silently looked at Ukita as the latter continued.
隊長さん確かに君たちから見れば僕はただの素人かもしれない
Captain Kasasagi, I admit that I may just appear to be a civilian in your eyes.
だが僕だってみんなを救いたいという気持ちは同じだ
But still, I want to save everyone just as much as you do.
しかしだったら俺が行くべきだと
But then I should be the one to go in that case.
いや傷の手当ては君が適役だ森部君が目覚めた時君がそばにいた方が彼女も安心するだろ
No, you're better suited for treating her wounds. Maribe will feel a lot more comfortable when she wakes up and sees you're the one by her side.
それに僕は君たちよりもこのラボに慣れているからね一人だってそうそうヘマはしないさ
Yeah, this line right here. There's no way he doesn't know there's no reactor there. There's no fucking way.
And besides, I know Labo better than almost anyone else in the group. I won't screw up or get lost by myself here.
He just smiled as he said that. Looked like he was just, yeah. Oh, okay, even Watase realizes it. And he doesn't even have any fucking memories. It looked like he was just bluffing, but Watase decided to trust what he said, because
分かった
we can't have another
だ
branch
があまり
here.
遠くに行くんじゃないぞ
Alright. But don't go too far, you hear?
Watase gave Ukita their snare Procyon.
では第一エリアは僕が捜索を済ませておこう後ほど第二エリアで落ち合おうじゃないか
Then leave the search of Area 1 up to me. Let us rendezvous up in Area 2 later. Does that sound reasonable?
あくれぐれも気をつけろよおっさん
Yeah, but be careful, old man.
承知した
Understood. Be careful. Sure.
Ukita said that and quickly left the laboratory. Now Watase and June were all alone. Watase quickly looked at June's back.
I want to use a charm to seal this up. I'm gonna have to take off her clothes to do that.
Watase hesitated for a moment, then lifted June up slightly.
すまん森部
Sorry about this, Maribe.
He then reached out to zip down June's uniform, but the ladder suddenly let out a scream. She's awake! Yeah! Oh, June!
Oh!
Who's there? The hell you trying to pull? Watase frantically called out to June and she fled about wildly. Oh god. Awkward.
落ち着け俺だ背中に怪我をしたお前を手当てしようとしてたんだ
Calm down. It's just me. Your back was injured, so I was just trying to treat it.
背中の傷って
What do you mean my back was itching? Oh! June's body writhed in agony, as if she just noticed her own wound.
だからその悪いが服を脱がして傷薬を塗らせてくれ。
So, well, you see, I'm sorry, but you'll have to remove your clothes so I can seal up the wound.
I mean, regardless of whether he has access or not, he works there and does research. I'm pretty sure it would be a failure of a researcher if he didn't know what they were researching on. Since the whole nuclear aspect of it is a fucking lie, so...
そう。だったら仕方ないね。
Oh, well, in that case, guess we got no other choice then. Even though a lot of hentai start this way.
でも何見ても驚かないでね。
But don't be surprised about what y'all see, okay? June said that in a defeated voice, turned her back to Watase, and unzipped her uniform. June didn't hesitate for a moment as she removed her uniform, then took off her blood-stained t-shirt. Her back was now exposed. What the fuck is... The fuck is that scar? Watase had thought she was short-statured, but only now did it hit him just how small her body was. There was a wound about 2 centimeters wide, bleeding below her right shoulder blade. But that wasn't what caught Watase's eye. There was a wide scar that looked like badly inflamed skin, and spanned from her right shoulder to about halfway down her back.
Is this a burn scar?
What the fuck could have caused that? Looks like she was hit by a blazing sword or some shit. It was clear that she hadn't gotten it recently, but rather a long time ago.
隊長、早く。
Captain, hurry up!
Right.
Watase quickly spread the chiron on June's wound at her urging. June's body twitched as if she was being tickled.
すまないモリベ、少しだけ我慢してくれ。
Sorry, Maribe, but put up with it for a while.
Hello, Hollow Mirage, welcome to the stream. Watase said that and continued treating her. June's wound finally closed up after Watase had used half the tube on it.
終わったぞ。
Done.
June let the tension out of her shoulders when she heard that. Damn, that is some quick healing. Jeez, it's like freaking video game like healing. Wow. Her back was sweaty, dyeing the burn scar a pale crimson.
隊長、気になる？
Does it bother y'all?
あ、いや、すまん。
No, sorry.
ううん、気にしないで。隊長だから見せたんだし。
No, don't worry about it. I'm letting you see it because it's y'all. There was a faint hint of expectation in her words. Oh my god, I gotta read GAce's comment. June in 2021. Tales of a Rise rocks! I want to wield a blazing sword just like Elfin and Shion. June, wait. Oh, who the fuck is a man? Oh, gee, fuck, that hurts like a bitch! Why did I put it on my back? Oh god, ow, 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 ow. And so the story of how June got her scar was revealed. Watase decided to take her up on that and satisfy his curiosity.
なあモリベ、この火傷の跡はどうしたんだ？ずいぶん古いものみたいだ。
Say, how'd you get that burn scar? It's pretty obvious you've had it for quite a while.
もう10年近くも前。ガ 事故でね。
I got in a gas explosion accident 10 years ago.
ガス爆発事故。
A gas explosion accident?
Watase was taken aback. That's right, Kazumi's little sister had died and oh, she was there too.
森部、まさかその時お前も一緒に。
Well, I mean, Ethan Winters clearly has some special powers. You know, they actually did that in canon in Resident Evil, and that, you know, like, it's not just like video game contrivance that he can just put a little bottle of shit on and instantly be healed.
Maribe, don't tell me you were there when it happened.
I wonder if Nagisa sacrificed her life to save June. June quietly began talking.
そう。その日私は渚の住む団地に遊びに行ってたんだ。
Yeah, I went to visit Nagisa at her apartment that day.
そこで2人で遊んでいると突然ものすごい音が聞こえて。
Two of us were just playing around, and all of a sudden we heard this noise so loud that it felt like my ears were gonna burst. By the way, Captain, can I please at least put my shirt back on while I tell the story? This is really awkward. I already put the medicine on.
No, we need to keep the CG.
God dang it.
気づけば私たちは瓦礫の中にいた。
By the time I came to my senses, we were trapped under rubble.
身動きは取れなくて助けを呼んでも誰も来てくれなくて。
We couldn't move around, and no one came to help no matter how much we cried for it. That burn scar was probably from that. I wonder what caused the explosion. Jin continued in an awfully low voice.
そのうちようやく救助が来て私と渚は救
Oh,
助され
wait.
たんだけど。
So Nagisa lived through that. Huh. Eventually help did come. Nagisa and I were saved. Oh, I wonder, oh my god. I wonder if Nagisa also has time repeating powers. And like did that like over and over again until found a way that they were saved.
渚は頭を強く打っていて
Oh no, never
2日
mind.
後病院で息を引き取ったんだ。
But Nagisa been hit on the head. She passed away 2 days later. God damn it.
そうか。そんなことが。
I see. So that's what...
Watase left his voice trail off as he remained unsure of what to do. Jin continued without a hint of sorrow in her voice.
私さ渚のことが大好きだったんだよ。
I love Nagisa, you know.
とっても心の綺麗な子で優しくって思いやりがあって
She was so pure-hearted, kind, and considerate.
あの子といると私はいつも救われたような気分になってたんだ。
I always felt like she was my salvation whenever I was with her.
だからあの時も何とかして渚を助けてあげたかったんだけど
Ooh.
その時の私には何の力もなくってさ。
So when that accident happened, I wanted to do whatever I could to save her. I was totally powerless back then. June gritted her teeth in resentment towards her past self. Oh God. Watase understood everything when he saw that look on her face.
だからお前はレスキュー隊員になったのか。
So that's why you became a rescue worker.
That small body of hers, June was not suited to be a rescue worker in any definition of the term. And yet here she was. How much had she put herself through to make her body fit enough to become a rescue worker? Watase felt true admiration for that ironclad conviction of hers.
立花と同じ気持ちでこの世界に入ってきたんだな。
So you entered this line of work for the same reason as Tachibana, huh?
うん。他にも理由はいくつかあるけど一 一番はやっぱそれだね。
Yeah. Well, there's more to it than just that, but yeah, it was the biggest reason. Can I please put my shirt back on now?
No, we have to wait for the CG.
Oh, dang it. It's freezing here. Freeze my fucking tits off, I fucking swear. God dang visual novel.
私はもう二度と繰り返したくないんだ。大切な人がすぐそばにいるのに助けられないなんてことはね。
I don't want to repeat it that day ever again. I don't want my powerlessness to stop me from helping someone close to me. Not when they're suffering right before my eyes.
このやけどの跡は弱かった頃の私の象徴なのさ。
This burn scar is a symbol of that time in my life when I was weak.
だから本当に心を許せる相手にしかこれを見せようとは思わなかったんだけど。
So I thought I'd never show it to anyone except someone I completely trust. So what this is kind of making me feel is that I don't think it's as simple as the past Watase was evil. Like, I don't think June would feel that way about him if that was the case.
まさかその相手が隊長になるとはね。
But I never thought that someone would be all of all people. Funny, huh? June gave him an awkward smile. Watase understood painfully well just how significant the scar was to June. So he also forced a smile and answered her.
いや、俺なんてまだまだだよ。お前にもこうして怪我させちまったんだからな。
No, I don't deserve that right. Not after I let you get hurt like that.
何言ってんのさ。このくらいバディだから当然じゃない。
What are y'all talking about? We're buddies, so a few scratches here and there mean nothing, right?
バディか。
Buddies, huh?
That was right. Let's see, remember the promise they made just before they ran into that contaminated zone. He and Jin were partners who held a mutual trust in each other.
仲間を怪我させちまうような
awesome.
頼りない俺でもそう呼んでくれるんだな。
I'm surprised you're calling me that. I mean, I've just been an unreliable greenhorn who let a squad mate get hurt.
頼りないなんてことないよ。だから誰にも見せたことのない傷を見せたんだよ。
Oh, shucks, Captain, you're not unreliable. If y'all were, I wouldn't show you this scar that I'd never let anyone else see.
私、隊長に期待してるからさ。
I did it because I have high hopes in y'all.
だから、ねえ、隊長。私の期待を裏切るような真似はしないでね。
So please, please don't do anything to betray my hopes. You hear?
ああ、もちろんだ。
Yeah, you can bet on that.
絶対に絶対だよ。
Absolutely positively?
約束は守るよ。
I keep my promises.
お前のバディとして。お前が信じてくれた分だけ、俺はそれに応え続ける。
This is so fucking cool.
I'll keep up living up to the trust you put in me as your buddy.
Oh, that's great, Captain. Now, could I please put my friggin' shirt back on? It is so fucking cold, I swear. June then gave him a tender smile.
ありがとう、隊長。本当に今日の隊長はいつもと違うね。
Thanks, Captain. You really are a whole lot different today. You know that?
まあ、普段よりは能力も説得力も半減だろうが、我慢してくれ。
Well, I'm only half as efficient and persuasive as I normally am, but bear with me.
違うよ。そういう意味じゃない。
Oh, shucks, that's not what I mean.
いつもよりずっと優しくてあったかいよ。
I mean, they are much kinder and gentler than normal.
Huh?
Watase's heart leapt at those words. A small blush crossed June's face.
ねえ隊長、こんな時にこんなこと言ったら怒られるかもしれないけど。
Hey, maybe y'all get mad at me for saying something like this right now.
私ね、今日の隊長が好きだよ。
But I like the you today.
いつもの隊長とは
Oh,
比べ物
really
にならないくらい。
interesting. Much more than I do the normal you. Watase gulped loudly. To receive such honest affection from a girl 12 years younger than him, there was no way he wasn't happy about that. Any more than that left him at a loss.
何言ってるんだよ。俺はもう32歳。割とおっさんだぞ。
What are you talking about? I'm 32 years old. I'm an old fart compared to you, you know.
お前みたいな若い子にはもっといい相手が。
I'm sure there's someone much more suitable for a young girl like you.
バカ、そういう意味じゃないよ。バディとして一緒に組めるのが嬉しいんだよ。
You dummy, that's not what I meant. I meant that I'm happy to be teamed up with you as your buddy.
なんだ。びっくりさせるんじゃない。
I'm glad they get this out of the way right here. That's really cool. Seriously.
Don't startle me like that.
なーに、ドギマギしちゃって。
Oh, why so flustered? Do I have charms?
私の肌見てやましいこと考えてたんじゃないの？だからそういう風に取っちゃうんだよ。
You're looking at my beggar skin, fill your head with dirty thoughts. Is that why you interpreted what I said that way?
仕方ないだろう。俺だって男なんだ。
Hey, I'm still a guy. I can't help it, right?
Watase and June shared a laugh. Laughs filled with such peaceful emotions that almost didn't match the life or death situation they were stuck in. With her treatment completed, June put her clothes back on. Finally!
ずっとこんな体調でいてくれればいいのに。
Honestly, Captain, I wish y'all could stay this way forever.
あ？それはずっと変わらないだろう。俺は俺なんだし。
Huh? But I'm me. That fact will never change.
そうかな。でも私思うんだよ。
Well, yeah, but it's just...
記憶が戻ったら今の体調は消えちゃうんじゃないかって。
I worry that once y'all got your memories back, you I'm looking at right now are gone forever. Kasumi is, I think, like maybe three-ish years younger than him, I think. The words June blurted out held an ominous ring to Watase. That's true, like, if he spends a certain amount of time without his memories, it's almost like he's developing a second identity. And like, would that almost be considered like a kind of death of that identity by getting his old memories back? I guess that's a question that was also asked in Umineko. The words June blurted out held an ominous ring to Watase. But he quickly shook it off.
バカ言え。俺は消えたりなんかしないよ。
Don't talk nonsense. I'll never go away.
少なくともお前に無断では。
Now without your permission, that is.
うん。お願いね。
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Watase gave June a reassuring nod to drive away her fears. And they looked at the time to find they'd been in this room for quite a while.
おっと、いかん。浮田のおっさんが先に捜索を続けてるんだ。
Oh, crap. This isn't good, old man. When Akita went, I'm gonna have to keep on searching, or so he says.
え、一人で？
Huh? By himself?
第2エリアで待ち合わせしようと約束してたんだよ。そろそろ行かなきゃまずい。
We promised that we meet up in Area 2. I need to get a move on fast.
じゃあ私も。
Then I'll come with you. June then tried to stand up, but she staggered on her feet.
いや、 お前は頭を打ったばかりだ。ここで少し休んでからにしろ。
No, you just got hit in the head. Just rest here for the time being.
俺は第2エリア方面に向かう。回復したら追ってきてくれ。
I'm heading in the direction of Area 2. Catch up to me once you recover.
わかったよ。言う通りにする。
Okay, I'll do what y'all say. Can I tell you that this visual novel is breaking so many cliches? It's unreal. It's why in the few occasions that it does give in to them, it's kind of disappointing, but incredible. Incredible. I love this story. Okay, I'll do what y'all say. Does anyone get a vibe that June might be, I don't know. I'm getting a vibe from her. Based on how she talked about Nagisa and when she just said to Watase. I don't know, maybe. I'm not completely sure, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, see you later.
Watase waved to June and left the laboratory. He ran over to Area 2 as fast as he could to make up for the lost time he spent treating June. Oh, I think this is where we catch up. Area 2, nope. In Ring B2, Watase was now directly opposite of Area 5. He and the others had split up. He'd half expected to find Kazumi's team wandering around here, but they were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I sure hope they didn't get into any weird sort of trouble like we did.
He maintained his assumption that June's injury had been no accident. It was only natural for him to worry about the others. Okay, now June has only one more character scene. Okay. Which is when Watase and Kazumi see her with the engine cutter. Oh, okay. So she only has one more character scene. Interesting. Why does nobody know about this game? Seriously. Oh, thank you, Guppy Forest.
No, it's okay. Tachibana is more than capable of dealing with whatever's thrown her way.
Watase shook his head and resumed his search. Alright, I'll see what happens. Only Kazumi and June had searched this place the first time through. It was also where their makeshift base was set up. It had been ages since anyone had last checked the area out.
There's also more than enough room to believe that the survivors are constantly on the move.
Watase quickly carried out his search with those thoughts in mind.
Huh?
A nameplate leaving on one of the rooms caught Watase's eye. Oh, is this a room we never visited before?
Could there be a hint about an escape route in here?
Watase headed through with this thought in mind. I think we've read this. Why isn't it letting me skip? Oh yeah, there we go. Jeez.
それはあの時も言ったでしょ。ここから先は大人の仕事だって。
Should I doubt Anna here or later? Oh, okay, so keep on with answer 1. Doobie-doo-doo-doo. Wait, first things first.
隊長さんはどうして単独行動をしているの？
Why are
危
you
険
all
だ
by
から
yourself?
極力避けようって話だったわよね。
I thought we should avoid going off on our own as much as possible.
ああ、それは森部が。
Oh, right. You see, Maribe was...
What's the thing that explained to Anna how June had gotten hurt? Oh, I see. I see that, why this is different. Okay. While they were at it, Watase and Anna synchronized their PDA's map data. share their search results.
そうそっちではそんなことがあったのね。
I see. So something like that happened to you guys too, huh?
そっちではってことは
Wait, what do you mean too?
こっちでも立花さんが第3エリアの捜索中爆発に
And
巻き込
that
まれて
still happens.
足を負傷したわ。
Niece Tachibana's leg got hurt in an explosion while we were searching Area 3.
爆発
An explosion?
ええ、原因がわからないんだけど。
Yes. Though we don't know what caused it.
それで立花は大丈夫なのか
Anyway, is Tachibana okay?
今は監視ルームでカメラをチェックしながら休んでいるわ。
She's resting in the surveillance room and keeping an eye out on the cameras right now.
おそらくすぐに復帰できるはず。
She should be better soon, though.
そうか
I see.
Notice they breathed a sigh of relief, but then a frown.
でもねえ隊長さん、こんなことが連続するなんて。
But don't you think that the fact that 2 incidents like this happened in succession means that something really is going on behind the scenes here in Labo? I mean, as a teacher, not like a secret agent or anything, just, teacher instinct.
Yeah, good point.
Both Cosby and June have been wounded in the same hour. It stunk too much to be a coincidence.
Feels like there's an invisible enemy that's attacking us.
But aimlessly fanning the flames of his anxiety wouldn't help a thing. He decided to focus on the pressing issue at hand first.
でもそれより先生まずはサリュを追おうひょっとしたらまだ近くにいるかもしれない
Let's go after Salyu first. She might still be nearby for all we know.
Yes. Anna nodded nervously, then broke off into a run with Watase. He didn't know why, but when he saw the fire extinguisher, alarm bells went off in his
ちょっ
head.
と待ってくれ先生
Hold on a sec, Teach.
Oh, here we go, the fire extinguisher scene. Why is this different?
開いた
Okay, so I get a June point for doubting Anna with the gun? Really? So is it here where I should doubt her? Not this one, okay. Is it here? Oh, the next choice, okay.
Really?
私たちが人工呼吸とかやってる間に鉄砲を見つけて拾ってたの？
This is different because Watase wasn't there for when the fire extinguisher exploded with Kazami, so he doesn't have a precedent to fear it. Interesting. Okay, that would only affect Adena points, I see, okay. You're really saying you found that out and took that pistol while we're performing CPR?
だって
But it's the
本当なんだもん。
truth. It's okay, Anna. We'll trust you on the next go round. And I cringed at Okita and June's harsh glares. What to say? Thought about going, and it was indeed strange. Yep, I got a June point for that. Okay, yeah. Realized it was indeed strange. And I had taken out the gun and fired without any hesitation in an emergency situation. And all 4 of her shots pinpointed the door's hinges with destructive accuracy. She never held a gun before. That was some nigh impossible beginner's luck she had.
先生、今までにも銃を撃ったことあるのか？
Teach, have you ever fired a gun before?
あるわけないでしょ。
Hell no!
でもこんなこと言ったらバカにされそうだけど。
Well, you might laugh at me when you hear this.
私趣味がサバゲーなの。
But I'm a big airsoft aficionado. Ah,
サバゲー
Airsoft?
サバイバルゲーム。エアガンを撃ち合う大人の戦争ごっこよ。
have you ever heard of paintball? It's like that. Also known as survival games. It's a grown-up version of playing soldier, where you shoot each other with air guns.
だから実銃は扱ったことなくても射撃はそれなりに得意で。
So, while I've never handled a real gun before, I got good at shooting from that. Well, as good as you can get, I suppose.
へえ、意外と子供っぽいね。でもそれと本物の銃を持っていたことは全く関係ないよね。
Wow, never took y'all for such a kid. But isn't there a complete world difference between holding an air gun and the real McCoy? Again!
分かってるわよ。隊長さんの質問に答えただけよ。
I know that. I was just answering Captain Kasasaki's question, that's all. Baka.
すまない。余計なことを。
Sorry for asking so. But Akita interrupted before Watase was done.
ではあくまで銃は拾ったと主張するのだね。
And you're still sticking to your story that you found the gun and took it with you?
ええ。証拠はないけど。
Yes. Though I admit I can't prove it.
そうか。だがここは先生の言を信じることにしよう。
I see, but let's just trust her for now.
え、信じちゃうの？
Wait, y'all believe her?
証明できないんだからしょうがないだろう。
Well, we can't prove otherwise, so yeah, nothing we can do about that. Ukita.
Watase admonished June, then turned back to Hannah.
でも先生、どうしてそれを今まで隠してたんだ？そっちの方が問題だ。
Why'd you keep that thing hidden up until now, Teach? That's the real problem here.
あの時は仕方なかったのよ。
I didn't feel like I had a choice back then. I mean, after all, it's very possible that someone of this group, maybe even right here with us, would be go crazy if they found out there was a gun. And try to kill everyone.
Oh, bother. I can't think that there would be anyone like that.
Oh, this is all the same. Okay. Let's get... I'm guessing it's this one to get June, yeah.
Then you hold on to the gun, Maribe.
え？どうして森部さんなのよ。
Huh? By Miss Maribe!
先生とおっさんは素人だろ？だったらここはプロの森部に任せるのが正解だ。
You and the old man are civilians, right? So leaving it up to a professional like Maribe is the right choice.
プロって。あなたたちはレスキューのプロであって、銃の扱いなんて知らないはずよ。
A professional. Now look here, you may be professional rescue workers, but that does not make you professionals at handling a gun! Wait, reload? Really? Then... Oh, you have to pick answer 4, eh? Okay, fine. Oh, just the answer 4, distrust everybody, okay.
Our team got here from circling around from Area 6.
先生たちの組は何か見つけられたか？
Teach, your team find anything?
いいえ、ユーリさんも誰もいなかったし、AD も見つからなかったわ。
No, we couldn't locate Miss Yuri or the others. And we didn't see any AD either.
おっさんは？
What about you, old man?
君らと別れてからほんの20分くらいしか経ってないじゃないか。もちろん何も見つかってない。
It's only been 20 minutes since I split off from you guys, hasn't it? Of course I didn't find anything.
Like always, their search had yielded nothing.
そうか。何か気になったこととかはあるか？
What should we do about the lieutenant?
回復したら脳科学実験室に戻るって言ってたわ。
She said she'd head back to the neuroscience laboratory once she got better.
ならちょうどいいな。第6エリアなら脳科学実験室のすぐ近くだし。
And that's perfect. Seeing how Area 6 is right next to the neuroscience laboratory and all.
では捜索を続けるとするかね。
Then let's continue the search, shall we?
ええ、それじゃ行きましょう。
Yes, let's get going. I'm guessing it's okay to trust Anna here. The test subjects are dangerous. Here's that.
どうしてだって？決まってるさ。AD を持ち去った人がいるんだ。
How, you ask? It's obvious. Someone stole the AD, that's how.
そうだよ。そして
He's right. And once more,
犯人はきっと私たちの中にいる。
the culprit must be one of us. June scanned the others with a sharp look in her eye.
ちょっと待て森部。お前自分が何を言ってるのか分かってるのか？
Wait just a minute, Maribe. Do you realize what you just said?
だってそうとしか考えられないじゃない。
But that's the only possibility I can think of.
このラボにいるのは私たちと夏彦くんたちだけなんだよ。
I mean, there's no one else here aside from us and those kids, right?
でも私には夏彦くんたちが無断で AD を持ち去ったとは思えないよ。
But I don't think Natsuhiko and the others would go steal the AD without saying a goddamn thing.
あの子たちがいい子なのは知ってるし、置き手紙も破られてんじゃん。
I know them. They're good kids who would never tear up a note like that.
だったら私たちの中に犯人がいるって考えるのが当然でしょ。
So it's only natural to think that one of us is the culprit. Oh, what's it do? There's no one who can prove what you're doing between the time you got hurt and when you regroup with the rest of us. Correct?
何言ってんの？私があの部屋で休んでたことは隊長が証明して
Oh,
くれるよ。
that's why this is different. What are y'all talking about? I was resting in that room. The captain can back me up on that one.
すぐに回復したとしたら、そもそも怪しいと叫ぶ人こそむしろ怪しいのではないかしら。
But what if you got back on your feet right away? And besides, they often say that the accuser is usually the most suspicious one.
はあ？何それ？まさか私が AD を隠したとでも言いたいの？
What? Where are y'all getting at? Are y'all actually trying to say I'm the one who hit the AD?
その可能性も否めないわ。
We can't deny the possibility.
ふざけんな！
Don't screw with me, you bitch! Emma trembled in the face of June's mad roar.
そんなことして私に何のメリットがあるってのさ。私はレスキュー隊員なんだよ。
It's all the same.
職業倫理と個人的思想は必ずしも一致しない。職責より個人の主義主張を貫くことを良しとする者もいる。
Skippity doo dah, skippity day.
Teach. Tachibana's checking the cameras while she's resting in the surveillance room, right?
Yes.
じゃあおそらくカメラを通じて施設内の様子を見ているはず。
Why was that different?
先ほど一瞬地上の誰かとつながって、しかしすぐ途切れてしまいました。
Just Kazumi.
内州島からファクトリーまで歩いて6分もかかるわけがない。だがそれをあの2名の研究員たちに目撃された。そして口封じのために殺したんだ。檜山隊員は辛くも逃げ出したが、結局火に巻く。
立花、俺はあの堂島という隊員を殺したいほど憎んでいたのか。
Oh, yep, now everyone goes crazy. Hopefully Enna doesn't die here. True Lab, we got Natsuhiko. Fight scene. They left it behind in Area 4, so why did Sayu have it?
まさか君が。
No way. Did you take it?
Why was that new?
God damn it! What are you doing?
Okay.
Yes, I'm evil now.
まずい。森部のやつ、エンジンカッターを
Okay,
持ち出してや
I
る。
think it's here.
This is really bad. Maribe's brought out the engine cutter.
仕方ありません。ここは一旦引きましょう。
Then we have no choice. Let's fall back for the time being. Halsey's pain statement was absolutely correct, but Watase couldn't accept that. Here we go. Yep, here's her final character scene. Thank you guys. I would have never been able to do this without you, G-Ace and Guppy Force. Seriously, thank you.
Maribe and I are buddies. Even though she doubts me and thinks I betrayed her trust. There's no way in hell I can let myself run away from her.
Watase steeled himself and turned to Kazami.
立花、子供たちを頼む。
Tachibana, take care of those kids.
どうするおつもりで？
What are you thinking?
一か八か説得してみる。お前は絶対に来るんだ。
I'm gonna bet all or nothing on persuading her. Don't follow me here.
I wonder what it's fucking OBS! Thank you. Okay, that was the line. Thank you so much. Thank you, Uchiha Simper and Castle. I don't know what happened with my internet. I put it on 4G just now, just in case.
I'm gonna bet all or nothing on persuading her. Don't follow me here.
Well, to say left Natsuhiko in Kazumi's capable hands, I don't know what happened with my internet. And leapt out from the shadow of the passageway.
Maribe!
Junie's body shook with a start. She gripped the engine cutter firmly and stared at Watase.
隊長
Captain,
森部、そんなもの何に使うつもりだ？
Moribe, what do you think you're doing with that thing?
何
what? You ask?
隊長私にそれを聞くの
You're asking me that?
森部、あの研究室の扉を破壊したのはお前か？
Moribe, were you the one who broke that door to that office?
Watase took her silence as a yes. You could tell that look of sorrow was forming on his face.
God damn it.
The junior was prowling the facility while muttering curses and wielding a tool of destruction. She seemed like a totally different person from the Junie knew. The Junie kept on running around and doing her best in spite of her small stature. The Junie plunged right into the contaminated zone alongside with him, without any concern for her own safety. The Junie chose this line of work in order to save people in spite of the wounds she carried on her heart and back from Nagisa's death.
So why?
どうしてお前がそんなもの持たなきゃいけないんだ？
Why the hell do you need to carry that thing around?
Cause Ukita's gone loco! June gave Watase a sad smile after she heard his shouts.
隊長私ね気づいちゃったんだよ
You see, Captain, it just hit me all of a sudden.
この狂った現状じゃ普通のやり方じゃみんなを守れないって
Can't protect everyone in this screwed up place without getting your hands dirty.
私は
So I'll...
よせ、そんなのは間違ってる。
Stop it! That's not the right way!
Watase walked up to June. Her face froze over at that action.
隊長来ないで
Captain, stay back!
隊長を疑ってんだこれ以上近づいたら私は自分を抑えられない
I don't trust y'all either. I won't be able to stop myself. He's getting in closer.
うるせえ。やれるもんならやってみろ。
Shut up! If you're gonna kill me, then do it already!
Resolution filled June's eyes. Watase was 5 meters away from her. Watase took another step forward. Then Kazumi shot it from behind.
隊長危険です下がって
Captain, it's too dangerous. Fall back! The resolution in June's eyes wavered. 3 meters left. Watase then slipped right past the engine cutter and left the scene. Oh. June gasped. Oh my god, that's dangerous. I'm glad he didn't get his stomach plunged by a fucking engine cutter. Watase embraced her. Huh?
どうした？やらないのか？
What's wrong? Aren't you gonna kill me?
俺はお前に殺されるなら本望だぞ。
I'd be fine with it if you were the one who ended up killing me.
June's body froze right up.
本気で言ってるの
Are you being serious?
ああ、半分はな。だが
Half serious. Yeah, but
お前がそんなことできる女じゃないと信じているんだ。
but I believe you're not that kind of woman.
信じてる何を根拠に
Y'all believe in me? On what grounds?
隊長が私の何を知ってるのさ
I'm sorry, I can't. Y'all don't know a thing about. Motherfucking OBS. God damn it.
Yes, I do. You're my buddy. My partner has always got my back.
お前が俺を信じてくれなくても俺はお前を信じる。それは変わらない。
I trust you even if you don't trust me. That won't change.
Just then June breathed a silent breath. Fight it. You gotta fight it.
そっか。
This is a real Higurashi moment for sure, GAs. Oh no. I see. So that's how it is, huh?
どれだけ怪しいところがあっても
Oh
隊
boy.
長は私のバディだもんね。
Oh god. So you're my buddy. No matter how much I doubt you. Huh? The edge in June's voice had vanished. Watase carefully chose his words as he spoke.
もし今でも俺をそう思ってくれるならバカな真似はやめてくれ。
If you truly believe that, then please stop before you do something you'll regret.
お前はレスキュー隊員だろ。命を救うのが仕事だろ。
You're a rescue worker, right? Isn't it your job to save people?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Music stopped. You know what that means. Yeah. I sure do, Captain.
だから私は
That's why
隊長の言うことは聞けないんだ。
can't do what you say! Watase's eyes widened. No! Just as June pushed him away from her. Ugh! Watase was taken by surprise and fell to the floor.
Shit, is she really gonna kill me?
Watase looked up in shock. But June's next attack never came. She just took a step back and looked at Watase.
隊長、レスキュー隊員の仕事は命を救うことだって言ったよね。
You're right. A rescue worker's job is to save lives.
だからこそやらなきゃならないことがあるんだ。
But that's exactly why I've got to do this.
Huh?
わからなくていいよ。
It's okay if y'all don't understand, Captain.
隊長たちはもう行って。これ以上このことについて話したくないから。
You and the lieutenant better get going now. I don't want to talk about this. No. His words shook the foundation of Watase's beliefs. She talked like Watase wasn't her target. That is super interesting.
森部、お前一体何が目的なんだ。
Moribe, just what are you after?
聞かないで。私がこれからやることを隊長だけに
Or
は
does
知
she
られ
know
た
about
く
the
ない。
fear girl? I can't tell you. You're the one person I don't want knowing about what I'm about to do.
だけどね、これだけは言える。
But I'll just say this.
バディの関係は
Oh,
もう解消だよ。
no! 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 You and I are no longer buddies, Captain. June then turned around and broke off in a run down the connecting passageway. Oh God! Whoa! What the fuck, June?
待て、森部、
Moribe, wait!
教えてくれ。お前は何を。
Please tell me what you're doing!
But June refused to answer that question. Nearby the security gate. Watase sooner at the sound of Kazumi running up to him.
隊長、ご無事ですか？
Captain, are you all right? Watase didn't answer her. He just stared at the shut security gate.
どうなってるんだ。
What the hell just happened?
わかりません。ですが、
I don't know. However,
先ほどからああなのです。まさかあの子があんな風になるなんて。
she's gone back to the way she was just a few minutes ago. I never dreamed she would ever act this way. lament filled Kazumi's face. Watase wrapped his arms around her shoulders and spoke.
すまん説得は失敗だ
I'm sorry. I totally failed to persuade her.
騒ぎを聞きつけて浮田のおっさんも来るかもしれないひとまずここを離れよ
Old man Okita might have heard the ruckus and be on his way over now. We need to get away from here for now.
Yes. Watase and Kazumi carried Natsuhiko and Sally on their backs again and ran down the passageway. He rolled a natural one on persuasion. He looked around for a place to hide without stopping. Sped to the Area 3 connecting passageway and closed the gate before Kazumi could speak up in a frightened voice.
しかし隊長、
Where do you think we should run? Is there even a single safe place in this facility? Well, they didn't know what June's motive was. They couldn't let their guard down so long as she had her engine cutter. If her target happened to be Natsuhiko or Salyu, then they'd be screwed up no matter what room they hid in. She'd just break down the door.
だが夏彦たちを背負ったまま逃げてちゃいずれどこかで捕まっちまう
But if we keep running around with these kids on our backs, we're gonna get caught eventually.
Watase then checked his watch and read 2:51 p.m. Oh, no, it's the same. Kazumi looked straight into Watase's
お待ち
eyes.
しております。
I'll be waiting for you.
No kiss?
No, this is June's route.
God damn it.
Okay. Alright, time now to do Enna. Yeah, I have to go further back because there was one scene that I did do with June again that I did not do with Enna. Yep. Factory. Yep. Factory!
では、このファクトリーは広いし、雑然としているようなので、4人と2人で分かれましょうか。4人組のチームは
4 and 2,
ファクトリーの捜索を、
Yep.
2人組のチームは内周島の捜索をするということで。
The team of 4 will search the factory, while the team of 2 will search the inner ring. No one offered any objections to that proposal. Anna's last scene should come before June's because the last time we ever see Anna is in that is in the room when she goes to persuade Ukita and June after they've gone insane. So I think she should probably have less scenes, I think. No one offered any objections to that proposal.
よし内周島の捜索は俺が担当しよう
Okay, then I'll take care of the search of the inner ring.
Watase then thought about who he should pair up with.
先生組むか
Teach, will you join me?
あら珍しい。
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
まあいいわよ、別に。
Sure.
組みましょう。
Whatever. I'm good with it. Anna readily accepted Watase's proposal. She probably didn't want to waste time talking.
立花俺と先生の二人組でも大丈夫か
Tachibana, do you think it's okay with just me and Teach on our own?
そうですね。隊長もだいぶ勘を取り戻してきたようですし、大丈夫でしょう。
Good question. Well, your instincts seem to have more or less come back to you, so it should be alright.
よしじゃあ早速捜索を開始しよ
Good, well let's start the search, people.
Right, yeah, because this scene we didn't see, because I did do this scene for June. I went back and saw it, but I did not do it for Anna, yeah. Yeah. With Watase's command as the trigger, groups split up into their teams. Rescue and teacher. Watase and Anna first entered B2 of the inner ring.
このエリアに
の子たちがいるの？
Those kids should be in this area.
ああ、きっとな。
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
After that brief exchange, the two of them checked all the rooms in a hurry, all the while believing they'd find the survivors in one of them. However, their search yielded no results,
いないわね。
as they're not there.
地下1階を探してみよう。
Let's check B1.
They then headed in the direction of the stairwell, but the inner ring's emergency staircase was unusable. The part on B1 was... Wait, you said the stream reloaded? It's fine on my end. Everything's the same for me. It's the same for me, GAs. The part on B1 was intact, but everything below it had crumbled, leaving it impossible to climb.
またかよ。
Not again.
参ったわね。ファクトリーは吹き抜け状になってるから、階段はここしかないのに。
Well, this sucks. With the factory being 2 floors in 1 room, this is the only staircase.
いや、待て。どうにかいけないものか。
No, wait. Is there any way we can get up?
It was at that moment that Watase remembered what he had with him. The 10-meter rope he'd been carrying around this whole time.
これでなんとか登れないもんかな。
I think we'll be able to get up with this.
Watase calmly picked up some debris and tied the end of the rope to it. He then tossed the rope up and it caught on the B1 staircase. He tugged at it several times to test its strength, but it appeared that the rope was firmly secure.
よし、いけそうだ。先生をおぶってこのまま登ろう。
Okay, let's good to go. Get on my back and I'll climb us up to the top.
できるの？私それなりに体重あるわよ。
Wait, can you pull that off? I mean, I'm heavy in my own way, you know.
何？軽いもんさ。登るって言っても4、5メートルくらいだし。
Oh, come on, you're light as a feather. I'm really climbing 4 or 5 meters up.
いいからほら、おぶさりなって。
So come on, hurry up and get on my back.
Oddly enough, he was certainly confident he'd have no problems climbing, even with Anna on his back. Perhaps that confidence had come through to her, as after a moment's hesitation, Anna wrapped her arms around Watase's shoulders.
よし、行くぞ。しっかり捕まってな。
Okay, here we go. Hang on tight.
Right. Watase began climbing the rope with her voice as the trigger. It's probably an action that had been drilled into him in training. Watase got up to the top with little to no effort, even with the weight of 2.
すごいわね。
That was amazing!
レスキューの基本的なスキルっぽいな。まるで危険を感じないぜ。
Guess it's a basic skill for rescue workers. I mean, it didn't even feel dangerous at all.
だんだん本当にレスキュー隊員っぽくなってきたわね。
Looks like you really are becoming more and more like a rescue worker for its time.
ぽいっていうか、実際そうなんだけどな。
What do you mean, like? I actually am one, remember?
Oh my god! And I giggled at Watase's complaint. That's a great face. Her body shook to the beat of her laughter. Just like then, that Watase noticed the 2 sensations pressing against his back.
You're huge.
Oh, Watase! Watase gulped.
This size sure as hell isn't normal. What cup is she?
There's a wonder why I hadn't noticed those 2 well-rounded objects up until now.
What the hell's wrong with me? What kind of dumbass am I? Clean thoughts. What to say, Kazusaki? Clean thoughts. Survivors can be waiting to be rescued on the floor right now at the very second. I'm just standing here and...
But he couldn't clear his head of those thoughts. It wasn't long before Anna became taken aback and spoke.
隊長さん、なんかやましいこと考えてるでしょ。
Captain, you're not trying to hide something now, are you?
Is this one an Esper or something?
そんなバカな。何を根拠に。
No, I've just lived with this body my whole life, and I know what men are like.
Of course not. What makes you think that?
急に黙ったもの。なんか嫌な感じの沈黙だったわ。
It's the fact that you suddenly stopped talking. I'm not liking this silence for some reason.
登るのに必死なんだよ。
I was too focused on the climbing. That's why. You can't prove otherwise.
さっきまで余裕しゃくしゃくだったじゃないの。
Liar. This isn't the same calm and composure you just had a minute ago.
言いがかりはよせ。っていうか、あんまり動揺させるんじゃない。
Quit accusing me. I just got a bit too worked up, that's all.
俺が手でも滑らしたら、二人揃って大怪我するぞ。
I was worried that we both get badly hurt if my hand slipped for even a second.
そうね。私の身の安全はあなたが握ってるんだものね。
That's true. My safety is in your hands after all. You get the benefit of this out. This time. Anna smiled slightly and put some strength into her arms.
もう余計なことは言わないわ。あなたを信じて任せるわよ。いろいろな意味でね。
I won't distract you anymore. I trust you in a whole lot of ways.
そうしてくれると助かる。雑念の有無は別としてな。
That's really good to know. Let's focus back on the searching for now.
The two of them smiled at their playful conversation. In hindsight, perhaps they're being a bit too carefree given the situation. Small talk like that felt extremely precious to Watase. The two of them then left the rope where it was. That way they could use it again when they had to go back down. And there was a chance they might need to climb back up anyway.
よし、それじゃあ捜索を続けよう。ここが最後の未捜索フロアだからな。
Okay, then let's move on with the search. That's the only other block we haven't explored yet.
ええ。
Yes. The two of them started searching the floor in high spirits. The first room they went to appeared not to have been touched by the fire at all. Watase shouted as soon as he walked in.
プロキオン。
A Procyon!
Huh? A familiar device was lying in the corner of the room.
なんでこれがこんなところに？
Is this the same? What's something like this doing here? Yes, it's new.
It's not that surprising. According to Tachibana, it was Labo in the first place who gave us our Procyons. Like, they just didn't want us to use Geiger counters for some reason. It's like, hey, test this new product. And, you know, that command was like, yeah, sure. No Geiger counters, it's time for Procyons. Just like that whole freaking PDA bullshit instead of cell phones. I don't think rescue workers should be corporately sponsored.
Yes, I agree, but we have to live with it.
いずれにしろ、いいものを見つけたわね。
At any rate, this is quite defined, wouldn't you say?
ああ、これでこれからは3チームに分かれられるな。
Yeah, now we can split up into 3 teams from now on.
They didn't know if the need for that would ever arise. But the two of them decided to take it just to be safe. They looked around to see if there was anything else worth taking with them. Though they didn't find any AD, there was a bound stack of papers on the table that Anna took interest in.
あら、防災マニュアル？
Oh, disaster prevention manual.
防災マニュアルって前に有利の見つけた？
Isn't that the one Yuri found?
いえ、微妙に違うみたいよ。第5、第6エリア職員用と書いてあるわ。
No, it's slightly different. It says for Area 5 and 6 staff here. See?
どれどれ
Let's have a look then.
Watase and Anna stood together to read the manual. Most of it was more or less the same as the one Yuri had shown them, but there was a new page at the very end not present in the other manual. Disaster Prevention Manual, 2030 edition. Okay. You've already read this.
搬出リフト
Cargo lift.
The two of them started trembling when they read that
安
passage.
全区域まで避難することができる。
Evacuate to a safe zone.
もしかして
Does that mean?
この状況下でもそこからは地上に脱出できるってことか
That there's a way for us to escape to the surface, even in this situation.
Watase and Anna looked at each other. They were both grinning from ear to ear. After being trapped in the basement all this time, they finally found the clue they needed about the one escape route that still worked.
やったわ。これはかなり有力な情報よ。
We did it! This is priceless information.
よく見つけたな先生お手柄だ
Good job finding it. You saved us all.
ねえ隊長さん。私も案外役に立つでしょ。
See? I'm not so useless after all, am I?
だなでもこのリフトとやらはどこにあるんだろう
You got that right. Where could that lift be?
さっきは気づかなかったけど、あの焼けただれたファクトリーのどこかにあるんじゃないかしら。
I didn't see it earlier, but maybe it's somewhere in that scorched factory.
よーしじゃあそこに行く前に要救助者の捜索だ
Okay, then let's look for the survivors before we go back.
そうね。脱出口が見つかっても、要救助者を確保してなきゃ無意味だもんね。
You're right. Finding the exit still means nothing if we can't guarantee the safety of survivors after all. Watase shoved the manual into his pocket and ran out of the room. However, in the end, they went through all the rooms. They found neither hide nor hair of the survivors or any AD.
連絡通路も確認しよう隅々まで探すんだ
Let's check the connecting passageway. Can't leave any stone unturned.
Two of them headed for the connecting passageway that led to the factory. The passageway was blocked by debris. The only thing up ahead was the factory, meaning they completed their search of the inner ring. Anna frowned in puzzlement as they turned around.
おかしいわね。天川君たち、どこにもいないわ。
That's strange. We didn't find Mr. Tenko or anybody here.
確かに妙だなだがファクトリーにいるのかもしれない
Yeah, I agree. But maybe they're in the factory.
じゃあ、私たちも戻って向こうの捜索を手伝いましょうか。
Then let's go back and help the others with their search.
そうだなあるいはひょっとして彼らは
Yeah, or maybe they...
Before Watase could say any more, suddenly heard a sound in his feet.
What's that?
Watase looked down surprised to see there were cracks where Anna was standing. Uh-oh. Just like before.
The floor is giving way!
Just as Watase thought that, time slowed down for him. He was seeing everything in slow motion. Huh? Anna still didn't realize what was happening. Just as Watase started running towards Anna, the floor at her feet collapsed.
Teach!
He shot his hand out as fast as lightning and grabbed at his arm. Pain ran through his cracked ribs instantly.
Ah!
But he put up with it and grasped Anna's arm tightly. Dust flew up on the crumbled floor, but it soon began to clear up, revealing Anna's face on the other side. See, it's interesting. You can really tell they have more than one artist for the CGs, because they could have done a lot worse with this shot, but this shot is super respectful. Like, seriously. And yet we have the other fucking CG in the true ending that almost fucking kills the mood. The one with Kazumi and Salyu. Like, they've got to have more than one CG artist. Yes, that's right, Mr. Valdeck. The floor is Washington's wingman. Revealing Anna's face on the other side.
Ugh,
危ないところだったな、先生。
that sure was a close call, wasn't it?
Emma just stared at him dumbfoundedly.
っていうかすごい反応速度だったわね。
No kidding. And that's some amazing reflexes you've got there.
ひびが入ってから床が崩れるまでほんの1秒くらいよ。
As if floor only collapsed a mere second or so after it cracked, right?
いや、なんかやばいと思ってさ。
Well, I thought it looked dangerous, that's all.
それもレスキュー隊の勘ってやつかしら。
He's out another one of your rescue worker instincts.
ああ、多分。
Yeah, probably.
まあ、感心するのは後だ。引き上げるからそっちの手も貸してくれ。
Anyway, you can thank me later. I'm gonna pull you up now, so give me your hand.
Okay. Odyssey grabbed onto Anna's hands and pulled her up in one great big motion.
ありがとう隊長さん、助かったわ。
Thank you. You really saved me there.
怪我がなくて何よりだ。
The fact that you're not hurt is what matters most.
しかし、それにしても床が崩れるなんて。第6エリアはよほど火災によるダメージがひどかったんだな。
But to think that the floor would collapse. I guess Area 6 got damaged really badly by that fire.
そうね。他のみんなは大丈夫かしら。
Yes. I hope the others are okay.
早く戻ってみんなの無事を確認しよう。
Let's get back to them and make sure.
Two of them had then headed for the factory. The team climbed down the rope at the staircase and returned to the factory on B2. To find the others running
Taicho!
towards them.
何かあったのですか？
Captain, did something happen?
なんかドスンって音が鳴ったけど。
We heard this loud thump!
いや、大したことないさ。連絡通路が崩れただけだ。
Oh, it was no big deal. Just the connecting passageway collapsing, that's all.
それより皆さん、あの子たちは見つかった？
Anyway, did you find those kids?
それがいないんだよ。
Well, no.
隅々まで捜索したのだがね、要救助者の姿はどこにもない。
Yes, that makes sense. Judy and the others look confused at Watanabe's
搬出リフ
proclamation.
ト？何それ？
Cargo lift? What are y'all talking about?
Looks like there's a lift in the factory we can use to escape to the surface.
ほら、これ見てくれ。
Here, take a look at this.
Watanabe said that and showed the disaster French and manually found.
I see. I never knew we had something like that. Never, never.
確かに。これならあるいは。
Yes, it's possible to get out this way.
Right? So did any of you guys find anything that looked like a lift at the factory?
No, we didn't. Maybe that's what that was. June turned around and licked the corner, staring at the farthest wall from them where for some reason the security gate
なん
stood.
であんなところにセキュリティゲートが。
What's the security gate doing there?
We found it strange as well. It didn't seem to fit with everything else, so we investigated it, but we couldn't get in because the security slot was burned in the fire, so we gave up on searching it.
でもファクトリー内で未捜索の場所はあのゲートの向こうだけ。
But past that gate is the only part of the factory we haven't searched yet. If there's a cargo lift, then it's gotta be there. The whole group was all smiles. Okay, yeah. Is it okay to believe in Kazumi here, or do I have to take answer two? I really want to know, but y'all can tell me. I really just have to go to take a little bathroom break. I will be right back. There's no penalty getting that scene. Awesome. Hey, Kasumi. Cutting through, blah, blah, blah. Oh god, this one's complicated as fuck. I'm guessing answer 2, I'm guessing here. That seems to be the one that focuses on, oh wait, no, not, I mean answer 3, sorry, because, yeah, to focus on Anna. Okay. Then walked up to Anna.
先生、今までありがとな。
Sheesh, thanks for everything so far.
Huh?
ここまでいろいろと俺のことを励ましてくれただろ。
Is the reason, oh.
The reason I made it this far was because you were cheering for me on the whole way, you know?
いいのよ別にそんなこと
It wasn't that big of a deal, really.
脱出経路はこれで確保できた。あとはあんたの生徒を早いとこ保護してやらなきゃな。
Well, we've secured ourselves an escape route. Now all that's left is to find your students as quickly as we can.
ええ頼りにしてるわよ隊長さん
Yes, I'll be counting on you for that. Anna put a hand on her chest haughtily, while Watsuki smiled and nodded. He then looked at the others. They were all covered in soot and dust, but they were still smiling. Okay, yada yada. Doo-ba-doo-doo, slap, 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 doop, bop, deep, bop. That song is so cool. Suspicions. Fuck Ukita. Watase immediately denied the suspicions. I'm sure it's okay to believe in those two as well. There's Yuri before she's gone. Let's see. When he got to V1, Yuri was still nowhere to be found. I should probably believe in Yuri. Do. Please be safe. I want to believe in
隊
Kazumi.
長さんのせいじゃない。本当にそうな。
Okay, here we go. Fuck you, Akita.
Would that something even be?
Do
確か
skipping
に
a lot.
君の言う通りのようだね。
I'll believe in June, why not? Finally, here we go. 3 teams. Okay. Answer 3 for Anna. Here we go. The least trustworthy main character will always be in Yoigoshi. Luca. I don't think it's physically possible for me to dislike a protagonist more than I did in Yoigoshi. Like, seriously. Luca. And yeah, I really don't think that's ever gonna be beaten. Finally, we get to Anna's next scene. This is the same as the first scene for June with seeing her back.
はぐれてしまう危険性が高いです。やはり2チームに分かれるべきでしょう。
We cannot risk the danger of one of us getting lost. We should stick with 2 teams. What to say mulled over the situation once he heard Kazumi's reasoning.
How should we split up the teams?
Then quickly came to a conclusion.
先生、俺と組もうか。
Teach, you good with teaming up with me?
いいわよ。
Sure, I'm fine with it.
それなら僕もそちらのチームに。
Akita's always on your team in this.
And I'll be joining your team as well.
Huh? Bye!
なんだね。何かまずいかね。
What's wrong? Is there a problem with that?
Really? There was a big, Oh, did they overhaul Yoigoshi translation or something? Last year, GAs? Really? Interesting. Still, the general thing of the main character of Yoigoshi, Luca. Remember that one with, it was a Higurashi console arc. Ukita glared at the surprised Hana. He was the protagonist who just yelled at people. And just yelling at victims of abuse.
Is the old man still sore about what happened a few minutes ago?
While they spoke up for a similar crisis could repeat
分
itself.
かった。おっさんも俺たちと一緒に行こう。先生もいいかい？
Okay then, you're with us, old man. You fine with that, Cheech?
Oh wow, so my fucking it can't be helped counter is completely outdated now. Oh wow, there were a lot of mistranslations? Really? Interesting. No, Luca, it was the character you played as. I actually liked that blonde kid until it gave back the money, and I was like, what the actual fuck?
Okay then, you're with us, old man. You fine with that, Teach?
Yes.
それでチーム分けは俺たち3人と立花たちで分かれるとして捜索ルートはどうする？
Okay then. Now that we've determined the team distribution, how will we go about searching?
それについては私に考えがあります。
I have an idea about that. Kazumi took out a PDA and began explaining.
我々が現在いるのは第5エリアになりますから、第4エリア方面に進むチームと第6エリア方面に進むチームに分かれましょう。
We're currently in Area 5, so one team will head in the direction of Area 4, while the other will head in the direction of Area 6.
じゃあ合流地点は？
Then where will we rendezvous?
我々もすれ違う可能性がありますから、ここでいいのではないですか？
There's a chance we'll miss each other, so why don't we use this laboratory as the meeting point?
ぐるっと回ってなお要求助者に出会えなかったら再度出発すればいいと思います。
I believe that we should set off again if we lap around the facility and still haven't found the survivors. Oh, we can skip. Did not realize. Thanks. Well, to say team also took 2 of the Prokions, while Kazumi's team took the 3rd.
じゃあ俺たちが第6エリア方面へ進むから立花と森部は第4エリア方面へ進んでくれ。
And we'll be headed towards Area 6, so you guys two go towards Area 4.
了解しました。森部、行きますよ。
Roger that. Moribe, let's get going.
了解。
Roger. The 2 of them then departed in the direction of Area 4.
さて俺たちも行くか。
Okay then, we should get going too, right?
そうだな。こんなところでグズグズしてはいられない。
What? We can't linger around here all day.
行きましょう。
Yes. Let's go. Anna posted the note she'd written earlier on the door and replied in a grave voice. The atmosphere amongst the team really was strange.
Maybe those two aren't getting along.
Now that he thought about it, the 2 of them had argued quite frequently these past few hours. Watase left the room with Anna and Ukita as he kept those tiny fears in his heart. The team took a quick look through Area 5 just to be safe, then moved on to the factory. The large, messy room was as still as a grave.
見たところ人気はないが。
No one here from what I can see.
だがユーリ君がこちらに逃げてきている可能性もある。
But there's also a possibility that Yuri went running this way.
それにひょっとしたらここに何か使えそうなものがあるかも。
And besides, there might be something here that we can use.
ああ未発見の AD がないとも限らないしな。
Yeah, and not just AD that we haven't found yet.
Just because they found a ton of AD didn't change the fact that they didn't have enough for everyone. And their time was just as limited as always.
We need to be more careful to make sure we don't waste any time from this point onwards.
There's the warning. Watase spoke with that thought in mind.
よし、それじゃ広いから手分けして探そう。
Okay then, this place is pretty big. So let's split up to search it.
俺はこっちの方を捜索する。おっさんは奥の方、先生は真ん中あたりを頼む。
I'll go check this section. Old man, you search the upper section, and Cheech, you search the middle.
ええ、任せて。
Okay, leave it to me.
了解した。
Roger.
Now I know at this point, June went to check the door to try to fix it. The team nodded at each other and began searching every nook and cranny of the factory. The investigator while before Anna called out,
隊長さん、ちょっと来て。
Captain Kasasagi, over here!
Huh?
Watase ran over to Anna.
これ、なんだと思う？
What do you think this is? Watase looked down at Anna's feet and found a lot of scorched vinyl lumps lying there. Each one was about the size of a person. Dang!
焼けて変形してしまっているようだが、
Looks like this thing was burned so badly you can't even tell what it was, but...
I think that might be a typo. Watase picked one of the lumps and looked it over. It was stiff and covered in soot, so it was extremely difficult to tell what it had originally been at first. But after examining it for a little while, Watase felt like he was starting to understand what it was.
これ元は防護服だったんじゃないのか。
Maybe this was originally a protection suit.
防護服って放射線防護服？
By protection suit, do you mean the radiation suit?
そうだよ。ほら、この部分が腕で、こっちが足で、明太らしきものもついてる。
Yeah, see, this part's for the arms, this one's for the legs, and this looks like a faceplate.
Seeing there was little to no doubt, the lumps were the remains of protection suits that had burned up in the fire. It was the same kind of suit that Kazumi and the other rescue workers had worn, but the material felt slightly different. There were letters written on the suit's skin. Watase barely made them out. NBC.
NBC。
NBC?
Just as Watase muttered this,
君たち何をやっているのかね。
What are you two doing?
Akita came running over to them.
ああ、いや、何か気になるものがあったからさ。
Oh, we just found something interesting, that's all.
気になるものだと？
What is it?
これだよ。ここで防護服の開発もやっていたんだな。
This. Looks like they were making protection suits here.
Akita's face froze over when he heard that.
ああ、確かにそのようだが、なぜ君らはこそこそとそんなことを調べているんだね。
Yes, it does indeed appear so. But why are you looking into something like that? And so secretly at that too. Are you hiding something from me? Huh?
今は AD や要救助者、それから脱出口を探す時間ではないのかね。
Are we not supposed to be looking for AD, the survivors, and an escape route right about now?
確かにそうね。ごめんなさい。ちょっと気になったものだから。
Yes, you're right. Sorry, I got a little curious. Akita replied to Anna's apology with a low voice.
気になったからだって。
Did you say it was because you were curious?
君には前も言ったね。施設内を漁るのはやめてくれたまえ。
Didn't I tell you guys before not to go poking around this facility's secrets?
ちょっと待ってくれ。なぜそん
Yeah,
な怒るんだよ。
seriously, dude. This is the least of times to be worrying about that.
Hold on. What are you getting so mad about?
前に言った通り、第5、第6エリアは機密の塊だからさ。
As I said to you earlier, areas 5 and 6 are a bundle of secrets.
僕ら一般の研究員でさえ、勝手に入ったら厳しく処罰されるほどのセキュリティが敷かれているんだ。
I suppose so, Geos, yeah.
The security here is so harsh that even junior fellows like myself get severely punished just for coming in here without permission.
どうしてそこまで？
Why are they that strict about it?
こで研究されているものが莫大な富を生むからさ。
Because the things researched here are created from immense investments.
例えば最新鋭の防護服の開発にいくらくらいかかっているかわかるかい？
Hey, did you put your thing with the goblet to set fire? For example, are you aware of how much the development of those state-of-the-art protection suits cost?
およそ15億円程度だ。
Around 1.5 billion yen.
何？
What?
この残骸の開発に15億円ですって？
This ruin suit's development cost 1.5 billion yen!
ああ。もっとも君らシリウスが使っているのはもっと安い普及タイプだがね。
Yes. The ones that Sirius uses are a cheaper and more standardized type of suit.
もちろん AD の開発にはもっとかかっている。人の命が動くほどの額だ。
How could they even begin to mass market AD when it doesn't even actually protect from radiation? It just protects from this psychic energy shit.
The development of AD costs even more, of course. More than most people make in their lifetimes.
いい機会だからはっきり言おう。もし君たちが重要な機密を見てしまった場合、今後の身の安全は保証できないぞ。
See, this is, you want to see why I freaking overplay Yukida's dialogue? It's because of shit like this.
Listen, this is a good opportunity, so I'll spell it out for you now. If you were to ever see the precious secrets contained within this place, then I could not guarantee your safety.
What a jackass. Yukida's eyes slanted as he said that.
本気で言ってるのか、おっさん。
You're not pulling our legs, are you?
もちろんだ。
Of course not.
僕だってこの施設に勤める前は、たかだか原子力研究所がそんな荒いことをするなんて思いもしなかったさ。
Even I didn't know how harsh this place was before I worked here. I thought it was just a run-of-the-mill nuclear research facility.
だが実際、以前にも機密文書を盗んだ上で仕事を辞めた同僚がいたんだが。
But the truth is that I once had this co-worker who stole top-secret confidential documents and then quit his job. You know what happened to him?
彼は1週間も経たないうちに行方不明になった。
He went missing before the week was up.
Jeez, man. Like, how would they even know, first of all, what's going on if everything's totally fucking destroyed? Like, it's not like they're just, like, poking around now should be the only time it should be okay, because how would they fucking even know about it?
君たちまともな世界に生きる一般人が想像もできないような世界がこの世には存在するんだよ。
A world far beyond the imagination of you ordinary people, living in your own peaceful little world exists right here.
好奇心は猫を殺すとはよく言ったものだ。
Fucking
決して見て
hell.
はいけないものがこの施設内にはたくさんあるのさ。
They always say that curiosity killed the cat. There are a whole lot of things in this facility that you mustn't see.
わかったかい？僕が神経質になる理由が。
Now do you understand why I'm being so strung up about this?
There was a silent intensity to Akita's words. Wadase was swallowed up by that intensity and found himself relying on instinct.
わかったよ。気をつけよう。
All right. We'll be careful.
Yes.
それでは捜索を続けようか。
Good. Then let's continue the search.
Wadase nodded, all while feeling that there was something akin to a deep darkness somewhere within this facility. Hilarious, jeez. Area 6 Inner Ring B2. been nearly an hour since they last searched the place. The team opened one of the nearby doors and went in. And we're faced with a large laboratory. There were a lot of blind spots, meaning it'd be hard to tell right away if anyone happened to be collapsed behind one of them.
いないとは思うが一応探そう。
I don't think they're here, but let's search to be safe.
ええ
All right.
了解した。
Roger.
The team then began their search of the room. But there was no hide nor hair of the survivors or any AD. Yeah, most of the cameras are down for Castle. And like they could easily take cameras out. Oh, hello, Sophiladia. This is the last this is the last episode of Route A. We're just filling in all the missing scenes.
Maybe I can find some information about how to escape from here instead.
Just as this thought crossed Watase's mind. He heard Anna talking to herself deeper in the room.
これ何かしら
Ooh, what's this? Yeah, Route B is gonna be next time, on Friday.
何？
What's what?
Watase ran over to Anna. She was pointing at a whiteboard. Written on it was the following. What the fuck? From the Tier Rain to Altair and the Bridge of Birdwings. Did you got what the fuck? Did you guys manage to escape or are you still here? I haven't found you after all my searching. So perhaps you're long gone. But I'd like you to reunite with you as soon as possible if you're indeed still here. If you guys are the ones reading this, then answer the following question. Was Sirius able to escape from his cage on the night of the full moon? What the fuck? This seemed like some kind of crazy code that the kids were using. What the fuck is this? No, I'm impressed that I managed to dodge the fucking, all the bad endings except for that one. Except for, no, two. There were two bad endings that I got besides the normal and, you know, true endings. There was the one time when I gave the AD to Kazumi when I shouldn't have. And there was the other time with the gun where she just accidentally shot Watase. But I'm surprised if there's so many bad endings, I only got two of them. Two with like the abrupt ones. So yeah, no. Unless it unlocks something to see all the bad endings like in 428, no. I don't really need to see the bad endings if they're just places where you die.
なんだこれ。
The hell's this?
Normally one would expect to see, say, sentences concerning the contents of some discussion held during a meeting written on the board, but this didn't look like that at all. It looks like a message from one person to another.
指針？
A message?
ほら私がさっき書いた置き手紙みたいな
I mean, doesn't it look kinda like the letter I wrote earlier?
そうか。シリウスといえば俺たちレスキュー隊の名称だな。
I see. Well, when I see Sirius, the name of our rescue teams, the first thing that comes to mind.
まさかこれって俺たちのことか？
You don't think this is addressed to us, do you?
そう考えるとこの隔壁が閉鎖されたラボに閉じ込められたって状況は檻のようにも思えるわね
If we go by that line of thinking, then perhaps the cage mentioned here could be referring to our plight of being trapped in Labo due to the lockdown.
でも満月の夜というのは何かしら。今日は確か満月じゃないし、そもそもまだ夜ではないわよ。
Night of the full moon probably has to do with the fucking psychic power. What's this whole night of the full moon deal about? I'm pretty sure there's no full moon today and it's not even nighttime yet.
なんだろうな。
Beats me.
Might as well have been complete gibberish to them. But as Watase looked over those sentences, a strange feeling welled up in him for some reason. It was by no means an unpleasant one. It was a warm and oh, really? It's a warm and heartrending emotion, mixed with nostalgia, relief, and sorrow. I really so badly want to know what Watase's deal is. Hey, what's wrong?
いや、よくわからないんだが。
Well, I'm not quite sure, but
Just then Ukita called out to them from behind.
今度は何をやっているのかね。
What are you two up to this time?
ああ、先生が妙な文章を見つけてな。
ah, right. Teach found some weird sentences here.
浮田さん、意味わかる？
Mr. Ukita, do you know what they mean?
Huh.
Ukita glanced at the whiteboard, then sighed.
僕には意味がわからんが、それよりこんなことをしている暇はあるのかね。
No, I don't. More importantly, do I really have time to be wasting on looking like this?
いや、しかし気になるじゃないか。
Well, no, but doesn't it make you curious?
Interesting that Anna's route seems more focused on overall lore than like a relationship with her, like a relationship of any kind, not like romantic. The variety is really cool.
Well, no, but doesn't it make you curious?
そうよ。もしかしたら鳥羽さんか三宮さんが残した書き置きかもしれないのに。
That's exactly what I was thinking, Anna. He's right. This could be a message left behind by Miss Toba or Miss Sanomiya.
書き置き？バカな。
A message? Don't be ridiculous.
だとしたらどうしてこんなわけのわからない文章にするのかね。
So we wouldn't understand it because they're scared of us for some reason.
If it were, why would they write all this nonsense?
じゃあ何なのよ。
Then what is it then, genius?
僕に聞かれてもわかるわけがないだろ
How in the world would I know that?
う。というか、こんなくだらないことにいちいちとらわれるんじゃない。創作がさっぱり進まないじゃないか。
At any rate, we can't stay here going over such pointless details like this. All you're doing is bringing the search to a total halt, right?
You. Everything Ukita said from start to finish was harsh. Seriously, dude. Anna was clearly not happy about his attitude, but she said nothing.
This is bad. The atmosphere has been totally strained for a while now thanks to the old man.
That said, yelling at him to shut up wasn't an option either. Just lead to more bickering like before. Thus, Watase spoke in the friendliest voice he could muster.
ま、これについてはおっさんの言う通りかもな。な、先生。
Well, maybe it's best we just do what the old man says on the matter. Isn't that right, Teach?
え？
Huh?
この文章のことは頭に留め置いて、ひとまず捜索を続けるとしようぜ。
Just keep those sentences on the back burner and continue with the search for now.
Anna looked even more peeved at Watase's dismissal. But she eventually just snorted.
わかったわよ。そうするわ。
Fine, I got it. Let's go with that. Watase breathed a sigh of relief when he heard that. At the same time, it finally hit him. Searching together with just these two civilians was extremely difficult.
No, I mustn't complain. I need to be more level-headed. I need to keep up the search while making sure those two don't get into fights.
Watase mentally resolved himself and left the room with Anna and Ukita. The team finished up their search of B2 not 3 minutes later. And it turned out fruitless as always.
次は地下1階に行きましょうか。
Shall we head to B1 next?
ああ、だがこの塔の非常階段は崩れちまってるんだ。
Yeah, but the emergency staircase in the block has collapsed.
何？じゃあ君はさっきどうやって捜索したんだね？
What? Then how did you search it last time?
崩れた階段の代わりにロープを使ったのさ。
We climbed over rope instead of the stairs.
Yes, we did. Watase was so big and manly and dashing. He carried me on his back like it was nothing at all. I bet you couldn't do that.
Ah.
だが先生やおっさんが登るにはちょっと無理があるな。
It might be too hard for you guys to climb it.
He could carry one of them on his back, but it would take far too much time with two of them for them to climb up the rope individually.
他のエリアから回り込む？
Should we go around and cut in front from one of the other areas then?
いや、時間がもったいない。エレベーターシャフト内のはしごを使おう。
No, that'll waste too much time. Let's use the ladder in the elevator shaft.
まあ何でもいい。それで行こうじゃないか。
Well, anything's fine with me. Shall we go already?
ええ。
Yes. Watase headed for the elevator hall after getting Anna and Ukita's approval. He then opened the elevator doors like last time and checked inside. The shaft was full with thick darkness.
ここを登っていくの？
So, they're supposed to climb up this.
ん？怖いなら残ってもいいんだがね。
You know, if you're scared, why don't you just stay here?
バカ言わないで。一緒に行くわよ。
Don't be an idiot. I'm coming with you guys.
いや、待て先生。一応俺が先に行って安全を確認しよう。
No, hold on, Teach. I'll go first and check to make sure it's just safe.
先生たちは後から追ってきてくれればいい。
Think you guys can follow me once I give the okay.
そう？それじゃあ気をつけてね。
Oh, really? Well, okay then. But be careful. Watase nodded, then entered the shaft. He then aimed for the top as he climbed his way up through the pitch black darkness. He felt a bit nervous about the constant creaking the ladder was making. The ladder only got unsteadier the higher he climbed. Perhaps the fire that had been upstairs had hit the elevator shaft as well.
This might be a bit hard on Teach.
Watase thought that as he closed in on B1. Then he heard voices coming from below. The fuck? That's what we were talking about earlier.
Is it? Huh?
Watase strained his ears. See, Dana and Kita were talking downstairs. Oh. You've been getting really up on our case lately. All you do is say, "Don't look at this," or "Don't look at that." But how much do you know about this facility? Bingo.
Everything an Area 4 employee is required to know. What of it?
Anna! My girl! God, I love all three of the heroines so much. Seriously, this has never happened before where I love all the main girls equally. Like, for completely different reasons. They are all such awesome characters. Quit playing dumb. You know stuff far more important than that, don't you?
Like what? Isn't it obvious? You know why this lockdown hasn't lifted yet. Like I said, it's because of the radiation leakage control system. Seriously? You're saying that's the only reason? Are you still going on about that? Enough with your unwarranted suspicions!
And Okita's voices were growing passionate. It seemed yet another argument was erupting between them.
Seriously? I take my eyes off them for one goddamn minute and they're at it again? Pairing these two up was the worst idea ever.
Sorry, Watase, I had to see all the paths. Watase tried to stop them from the shaft.
Hey, cut it out! No fighting, you hear? I'll turn this facility around, I swear. Piss off, Captain Kasasagi! I just want to clear this whole thing up!
God, she's so cool. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. And all I got in return was angry shouts from Anna.
I seriously don't have time for this.
Watase tried to climb down the ladder to stop him. Then he heard a thick sound in his feet.
Oh, crap baskets.
The ladder stair had broken. It's not safe. Watase danced in darkness for a moment, feeling as though he was floating.
Oh, shit!
All Watase could think of was to flap his arms wildly. His hands then collided with something, another one of the loudest stairs. He immediately grabbed onto it. At nearly the exact same moment, Watase's body hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let's see. He hit his back hard. The impact reached all the way up to his brain, quickly robbing him of his consciousness. Oh my god.
Oh, maybe I'll gain my memories back.
Huh? Hey, Captain Kasasagi! Captain Kasasagi! As he passed out, Watase swore he could hear Anna shouting. Sagi,
ねえ、しっかりして隊長さん。
hey, hang in there, Captain Kasasagi.
Oh. Curse you, Andrew Garfield!
Watase awoke to the sound of someone calling his name. Hilarious, Jace, hilarious. When he came to his senses, he noticed he was lying on the floor of the elevator hall.
よかった。目覚めたのね。
Oh, you're awake. Thank God. Anna stared at Watase's face with a look of worry.
先生
Teach!
Watase tried to sit up, only for a sharp pain to shoot through both his head and back. I knew. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Burn Castle. I didn't want to say it. Kasasagi! 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 Da 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 da. Ow!
まだ無理しない方がいいわ。脳震盪を起こしたんだから。
You shouldn't push yourself. You'll just regain consciousness after suffering that concussion. Did you get your memories back?
No.
Oh god, I really thought that would work.
Right.
Odyssey nodded weakly and then noticed there was a soft sensation against his head.
先生、これもしかして。
Hey, Cheech, are you?
膝枕よ。いけなかった？
Letting you rest your head in my lap? Why, yes. Should I not have?
いけないってことはないが、なぜ？
Well, no. That's not what I mean. It's just why?
だって頭打った人を硬い床に寝かしておくのも気が引けたんですもの。
Because I'd feel bad if I made someone with a head injury lie on the cold hard floor.
対処として間違ってるかもしれないし、気に入らないんだったらやめるけど。
So, maybe it's not the best way to deal with this. I'm not a health professional. If you don't like it, then I'll stop. Just say the word.
いや、だったらお言葉に甘えるよ。
No. I'll take you up on that offer.
It was a little embarrassing, but he had no reason to refuse. A question then came to his mind.
ところで、ここは？
By the way, where are we?
第6エリアの内周とさっきのエレベーターホールよ。
We're in that elevator hall in Area 6's inner ring.
はしごから落ちたことは覚えてる？
Do you remember falling from the ladder?
Yeah.
As he said that, he recalled he'd grabbed onto the ladder before he smashed into the ground. It seemed that action had slowed his momentum down enough to keep him from getting severely injured.
どのくらい気絶していたんだ？
How long was I out?
ほんの数分よ。
Just a few minutes. You're a tough bastard.
そうか。おっさんは？
I see. Where's the old man?
Yukita was nowhere to be seen. Anna answered with a bitter look on her face.
捜索を続けると言っていたから、ひとまずプロキオンを渡して先に行かせたわ。
He said he'd continue the search.
So I gave him a Procyon and let him go on ahead.
一人でか？
Wait, by himself?
Odyssey sat up on instinct. Anna then replied to him calmly.
そうよ。第1エリア方面へ行ったはず。
That's right. You should be heading towards Area 1.
だったら俺は放っておいて、先生も行けばよかったのに。
And you should have left me behind and gone with him.
そんなわけにはいかないわよ。それに、
There's no way in hell I could have done that. And besides,
浮田さんと二人きりになるのは嫌だわ。
I really don't like being all alone with Mr. Okita. Seriously, he is so annoying and he keeps changing his age when he faces left or right or center, and I just don't even know how to even deal with that or even talk about it.
What do you mean?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Anna's face clouded over at that question.
あなたも分かってるでしょ。
Yep, I
少し
totally
危険
agree.
だわ。
He seems kind of dangerous. Surely you've noticed that too.
リフトのところで死体を見てから雰囲気が変わったように思えるし。
It feels like he's changed ever since he saw that body by the lift.
確かにそうかもしれないな。
True, maybe it is strange.
でも抑えてくれよ。おっさんだってここまで一緒にやってきた仲間じゃないか。
Finally, someone agrees with me how sus Yukita is.
But keep it to yourself. I mean, the old man's still one of us, right? He's been through the same things we have.
仲間。
One of us, huh? Anna locked eyes with Watsui, lowering her voice.
あの人、本当に仲間と呼べるのかしら。
I don't know if we should continue believing that. He did just threaten to kill us like 3 times.
What?
隠し事が多すぎるような気がするわ。
I get the feeling he's hiding way too much from us.
こんなこと言ったら怒られるかもしれないけど、どうも不信感が募ってしまって。
Dang, Anna, you and me, same wavelength. You might get mad when the enemy says this, but my doubts about him are just getting worse and worse.
ねえ隊長さん、あなた記憶喪失になる前にすでに浮田さんと出会っていると言っていたわね。
Hey, didn't Mr. Okita say that you and he had met before? You lost your memories.
ああ、おっさんが言うからそうなんだろ
Yeah. I mean, he said it, so it must be true.
何か覚えていることはない？彼についての何かを。
Are you sure you don't remember anything about him? Want to say search through his memories, but
すまない。そのあたりの記憶はまだ戻ってないんだ。
I'm sorry. I still don't remember anything about that part.
とにかく俺は彼からセキュリティカードを奪って第3エリアに閉じ込めたということだ。
Apparently, I took
分
a
かってるのはそれだけだよ。
security card and locked him in Area 3. That's all I know.
want to say I'd done that to make sure that Akito didn't panicking from the Keisan announcement didn't do anything rash. Perhaps Akito still had a grudge against them for that.
私も実はそこが妙だと思っていたのよ。普通そんなことするかしらって。
Honestly, I found that strange too. I have doubts that's something Van would do.
むしろこうは考えられないかしら。
Instead, what do you think of this idea?
災害発生時に不審な動きをしていた彼を隊長さんが見つけ、緊急処置として拘束した。
During the rescue effort, you found Mr. Okita had been acting suspiciously. As a precautionary measure, you proceeded to restrain him. Yeah, I think that's definitely possible. But his eyes widened at Anna's theory.
I never considered that.
But it most certainly was possible.
If her theory's correct, that means the truth was buried in darkness once I lost my memories after that. The old man then took the opportunity to play innocent and join up with us with the ultimate goal of escaping.
What if they quickly stopped his train of thought there?
しかしそんなことは考えたくない。
No, but I don't want to consider that.
Huh?
おっさんが事故発生当時に何かを企み不審な動きをしていたとしても
Even if the old man was indeed up to something at the time of the accident and acting suspiciously,
俺が彼を拘束するために第3エリアに閉じ込めたなんてそんなことはレスキュー隊の仕事じゃないだろう。
restraining him and locking him in Area 3. This isn't part of a rescue worker's job, right?
レスキュー隊の仕事じゃないって。
Not part of a rescue worker's job.
そうさ、レスキューってのは人の命を救うのが仕事だ。
That's right. Rescue worker's job is to save lives.
火災が起きてる施設内に意図的に人を閉じ込めるなんてそんなことはあっちゃいけない。
Willingly trapping someone in a burning facility is out of the question.
記憶を失っていてもそれくらいは分かってる。
I have amnesia, and even I know that much.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Anna's father? Anna stared intently at Watase and started speaking in a bitter voice.
ご立派ね。でも本当にそれでいいと思う？
How admirable. But are you really okay with leaving it at that?
Huh?
浮田さんのことをよく知りもしないのに 無条件に信じるなんて危険だわ。
I'm saying that it's dangerous to trust Mr. Okita unconditionally when you don't know him that well.
命がかかってる状況なのよ。怪しい人は疑うべきじゃないかしら。
This is a life or death crisis we're in here. Shouldn't we be doubting those who seem suspicious? Anna was looking at him with questioning eyes, but Watase shook his head.
いやそれでも俺は誰も疑いたくない。
No, I still don't want to doubt anyone.
誰かを疑いながら人命救助なんかできないだろ
I can't save lives if I don't trust others, right?
助けようとしている相手が悪人かもしれないのに。
Even though the one you're trying to save may not be a good person.
極端な話、人殺しだったとしても。
To use an extreme example, what if they were a murderer? And his face was dead serious. That's why Watase answered honestly, with no trace of doubt, his words or his face.
う。助けるだろうな。
I probably would save them.
こいつは悪人だから助けないとか、こいつは善人だから助けようとか、一瞬でも思ってしまったら。
He seems to have a very strong conviction about being a rescue worker, and he's only been one for a few hours. This seems a lot more deep-seated than something that he's just picked up.
If I ever think I shouldn't save them because they're a bad person, or I should save them because they're a good person for even a second.
その時から俺はレスキュー隊員の資格を失う気がする。そうはなりたくないんだよ。
And I believe I've lost all right to be a rescue worker. I don't want to be that kind of person.
Yeah, Watase is being too pure-hearted for his own good, I think, yeah. And his face warped at those words, yeah. Like he was reminding me of them, yeah. You're an idiot.
なんとでも言えばいいさ。だが俺は疑うより騙される方がマシ。
Call me whatever you like, but I'd rather be deceived than doubt others.
いいえ、それじゃダメよ。そんな考えじゃ命を落としかねないわよ。
No. Going down that path's not the answer. Thinking that way will only get you killed, you know? Watase was rendered speechless by Anna's sudden outburst. Anna cast her eyes down and spoke.
あなたに似た人を私は知っているわ。
Oh, her father must be like him. I know someone who's like you.
似た人？
Who?
私の父よ。
My father.
人間は信じる心を失ったら終わりだって。それが父の持論だった。
People.
Oh, that's hers. If people lose their ability to trust, then it's all over. Those were the words he lived by.
いい親父さんじゃないか。
Sounds like a good father, if you ask me.
そうね。でも
He was, but
父はそれが原因で亡くなったわ。
that belief cost him his life.
亡くなっ
Hey, good night, Luca. How did that happen?
殺されたのよ。
He was killed. Watase couldn't speak. Felt like he'd asked something he shouldn't have. In spite of that, Anna kept on talking about it, as if they were having a normal conversation.
私の父は犯罪者の更生を指導する保護観察官という仕事をしていたね。
My father was a member of a probation agency. His job was to manage the reformation of criminals.
社会の表には出ない地味な仕事だけど、父はその仕事に使命感を持って真摯に取り組んでいたの。
It was a simple job that operated underground. But my father had a sense of duty about his job, working his heart out both passionately and sincerely.
そんな親父さんがどうして？
Why would anyone kill a man like that?
ある時 父が新たに担当した保護観察対象者が彼に見る凶悪犯でね。
My father was put in charge of a particularly vicious subject.
誰もがサジを投げた危険人物よ。
A dangerous person who everyone else had given up on as a lost cause.
それでも父はその対象者に正面から向き合い公正の手助けをしようとした。
But my father still made a serious effort to take care of him and reform his charge.
でもそれが良くなかったのね。相手に感情移入しすぎた父は警戒を怠ってしまって。
But it didn't work out. My father got way too empathetic and left his guard down.
ある夜心を許したその対象者に刺されて。
And then that very same person he'd opened his heart to stabbed him one night. Anna kept looking bitterly at the ground as she gritted her teeth. Monte only barely managed to speak. Even then his voice was faint.
犯人
What happened to the murderer?
とっくに捕まって裁かれたわ。父の死は無駄死にに近かったのかもね。
The arrest and sentence were made ages ago. Perhaps my father died for nothing. Anna looked up and stared straight at Watase.
私は父の生き方を尊敬しているし、今でも父のことが大好きだわ。
Dang, Anna is pretty cool. I respect the way my father lived his life. And I still love him to this day.
父とは少し違うけれど、教師という社会に貢献する仕事にも就いた。
It may not be the same as what he did, but a teacher is still a job that contributes to society.
だけど、父のように無条件に人を信じることができないの。
Yeah,
それは危険だって思ってしまうのよ。
I kind of feel the same way, actually. But I can't unconditionally trust people the way my father did. It just seems way too dangerous.
だからあなたにも
So that's why I don't want you to. Somewhat different expression rose to Anna's face when she said that. One that was hard as steel and yet brittle as stone. Watase looked straight into that face and answered in a quiet voice.
先生俺はそれでもおっさんを含め皆のことを信じたいよ
I know what you're saying. I still want to trust everyone, even the old man.
これまで一緒に頑張ってきた仲間なんだ
He still struggled with us all this way, that makes him one of us.
After taking Anna's feeling into consideration, Watase wondered as if perhaps he should have left that unsaid. But Anna instead just replied with a faint yet sad tone in her voice.
そうよね。あなたにはあなたの信念があるのだものね。
I see. Well, to which is own, I suppose.
それに随分不吉な話もしてしまったわ。あなたと父は違うのに。
And I'm sorry to tell you such an ominous story. Even though you and my father are not the same.
いやいいさ話してくれてありがとな
No, it's okay. Thanks for telling me about that.
Anna laughed somewhat awkwardly in response. You. Her face had already returned to that of a calm teacher.
さあ、そろそろ捜索を再開しましょうか。
All right then. I think it's about time we got back to searching. You?
あ俺もすっかり回復したよ子供たちを早く見つけなきゃな
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. We need to hurry and find those kids.
ね、必ずね。
Yes, that's for sure. Monte and Anna ran off towards Area 1 to find Ukita. They ran through the entire hallway, but he was nowhere to be found. Oh, obviously, just keep Anna tip top.
浮田さんはもう第2エリアに行ったみたいね。
I guess he went to area 2. Dang, this is gonna be a bit of a long one.
時間がもったいないわ。
I
私
didn't
たちも
realize
先
how
に
long
進み
this
ましょ
would
う。
take. That was a waste of time. Let's just move on.
そうだ
You're right.
What to say, not in agreement and headed for area 2. Oh, we're at beyond communication again. Area 2, inner ring B2. What to say was now directly opposite of area 5, where he and the others had split up.
この辺りで副隊長さんたちのチームと合流しそうなものだけど。
I was expecting that we'd be regrouping with Lieutenant Tachibana's team right about here, but
いないな
They're not here, huh?
さっきみたいなトラブルがあっちでも起きたらどうしましょう。
maybe something bad happened to them like it did with us.
なに立花と森部のことなら大丈夫さちょっとやそっとのトラブルに負ける二人じゃない
2 more scenes? Wow.
Oh, come on. Tachibana and Mariba will be fine. Those two wouldn't let a little accident or two get the better of them.
確かにね。それじゃ先に私たちの手で
Jeez.
このエリアの捜索をしてしまいましょうか。
Dang, I can't believe that she has that many more scenes. Especially since we spend less time with her. Like she doesn't appear at all in the true ending. True. Then we should search this place before them while we're at it. Don't you think? Odyssey nodded and walked off with Anna. Only Kazumi and June had searched the place the first time through. It was also where their makeshift base was set up. It had been ages since anyone had last checked the area out.
There's also enough room to believe that the survivors are constantly on the move.
Odyssey quickly carried out a search with those thoughts in mind.
Huh?
A nameplate labeling on one of the rooms caught Odyssey's eye.
この部屋は資料室？
This is the reference room. Indeed, the nameplate said.
この部屋に脱
It's
出の
about a
ある
escape
かもし
route.
れないわね。
Take a look for ourselves. And open door. Okay. Okay, Anna's gonna go in with him this time. Small room buff. Entire bookshelf.
この部屋にも誰もいないみたいね。
Doesn't look like there's anyone here either, does it?
あそのようだな
Yeah, it doesn't.
Once he confirmed that, Watanabe's eyes turned to the bookshelf. Cram line of books, Miyoko Chinkawa's book, Miyoko Information and Consciousness, ESP Synchronization Hypothesis Officer, Antoine Corbet, Translator Miyoko Chinkawa. Cerebrum Labyrinth of Physiology author Ryokan Kashiwagi. Abiding from Pseudoscience, Parapsychology Koki Sumida. Before Crime After Days. Here we go. Chikage Sonamura. Articles. Lot to say looked at all the titles.
I don't get it.
Lot to say had no knowledge of science in its current state, so he hadn't the slightest clue what they contained. I can skip. Yep.
Jeez, is what this book says for real?
Huh? Anna took a look through the pages.
このエンパシーって能力は本当
Is
に
this
あるのか
empathy thing real?
ええ、言っていなかったかしら。
Yes. I didn't mention it?
BC は離れたところにいる人と意思を伝え合う能力と言ったわよね。
Yeah, something tells me NBC doesn't stand for nuclear biological chemical. I told you that BC was the ability to mutually communicate your ideas to people far away, alright?
相手に心の声を伝えるだけではなくて読み取ることもできるの。
something like Nova beyond communication or something crazy like that. Like, it's like next beyond communication. I didn't just mean that you could send your mind's voice to another, but also read theirs. Watase looked at the bookshelf in shock to find that many of them had the phrase BC in the titles. Apparently it really was considered a completely normal thing. That there was very few of them. There were indeed people out there who could read others' minds. Then Watase finally realized the truth behind his anxiety.
I see. So I was scared of this empathy ability?
He didn't know exactly why. Maybe he had a really frightening experience with it before he lost his memories. Or to neutralize beyond communication. But even if that weren't the case, he didn't feel like there could possibly be anyone who was okay with having their minds read by same. Watase couldn't hold his question
先
back.
生、もう一つ聞きたい。
Cheech, let me ask you one more thing.
あの子たちはエンパシーを使えるのか？
Can those kids use empathy?
使えないわよ。
No, they can't, and this is as far as I know anyway. It's not like they would hide this from me, their beloved teacher.
鳥羽さんはテレパシーを自由自在に使えるけど、後の2人は BC 自体苦手なはず。
Miss Toba is an expert at using telepathy though. And the other two are as bad at BC to begin with.
Is that true?
で、それがどうかしたの？
Hey, is that relevant in any way? She doesn't know. He hid his ability. Watase didn't answer Anna's puzzled question and retreated back to his thoughts. Okay. And aghast at the sudden shift in Watase's condition.
どうしたの？隊長さん。
What's wrong?
いや、急に気分が。
I just started feeling sick.
大丈夫？
Huh? Are you okay?
悪い。トイレに行ってくる。
Sorry. I've gotta go to the bathroom.
先生はここで待っててくれ。
Wait here for me.
ちょっと隊長さん。
Hold on a minute! Watase rushed out of the reference room as he heard Anna call out to him.
それはあの時も言ったでしょ。ここから先は大人の仕事だって。
This is easy, just to trust Anna. As we're on her route. Right! Watase and Anna broke off into a run at the same time. Watase and Anna were currently in Area 2's outer ring. Taking into account the state of things, Saul, you had to have run either Area 1 or direction of Area 3. I was saying. Oh, and here's the gun.
開いた。
Hey, what's with this cold reception? I hold my ass over here on the double as soon as I heard that loud bang or whatever, and this is what I get?
立花さんはどうしたの？どうして単独行動を？
What happened to Miss Tachibana? Why isn't she with you? Jean's face clouded over when Anna asked that.
副隊長は第3エリアの捜索中、爆発に巻き込まれて足を負傷しちゃった。
The lieutenant's leg got hurt in an explosion while we were searching Area 3.
爆発だって。それで立花は大丈夫なの？
Is Tachibana okay?
She's resting in the surveillance room while keeping an eye on the cameras. But I think she'll be up and about soon.
そうか
I see.
Watase breathed a sigh of relief, but also felt anxiety welling up in him at the same time. Kazumi had been injured just as Watase and Enna had almost fallen victim to a trap. It stung too much to be a coincidence. We've already read this. Why is this? See, Watase and June synchronized their PDA's map data. Finished their Ukita, yeah.
ああ
Here we
皆さん
go.
お揃いか本当かね
Oh, yeah, this is the one with trust in it. Yeah. This is the fun where there's trust in it. And this is the one where you have to hate everybody here.
Our team got here from circling around from Area 6.
森部たちの組は何か見つけられたか
Maribe, did your team find anything?
いやゆうりちゃんも誰もいなかったし AD も見つからなかったよ
No sign of you or anyone else. No AD either. What should we do about Miss Tachibana?
回復したら脳科学実験室に戻るって言ってたよ
She said she'd be going back to neuroscience lab when she felt better again.
ならちょうどいいな第6エリアならノー
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Don't sneak up on me, Zat. Like that, you scared the living daylights out of me. Here we go. I think this might be Anna's last scene. It should be, since we're getting up to it. Unless the scene where she says goodbye is extended.
何のために
Wait, hear me out. Do you think it would have been better to tell Maribe and the old man about what Saw you said?
Why?
決まってるだろサリュが言うには俺にも何か怪しいところがある
Isn't it obvious? Because according to her, there's something suspicious about me too.
そのことを森部とおっさんに伝えればあんたに向けられた疑惑の目が俺の方に向くじゃないか
Oh, they're gonna do that anyway.
So if we told them about that, they'd stop looking at you so suspiciously and focus all their down on me instead.
Anna's eyes widened when she heard that.
呆れたまさかそれ私のためってこと
I don't believe it. Are you saying that it'll be for me? Be all for me.
Oh, is that bad?
いけないわよ何でも話せばいいってもんじゃないわただでも私の拳銃のせいでみんな先立ってしまってるのに
Of course it is. It's not something you just go around telling people. I mean, it's because of my pistols that everyone got so furious.
っていうか大体ねさっきもあなたは私をかばうべきじゃなかったのよ
And besides, you shouldn't have covered for me before.
銃のことを黙っていたのは私のミスだったんだから
Keeping quiet about the gun was my mistake. You did nothing.
何の根拠もなく私の言葉を信じたあなたはすでにあの二人に疑われかけてるかもしれないのよ
Don't you think those two might already be starting to suspect you after you trusted me without any plausible reason?
だからこれ以上
So don't go.
いや根拠ならあったさ
No, I've got a reason, alright.
Huh?
俺が先生を信じられると判断したから
Because I decided that you're trustworthy, that's why.
Huh?
まだそんなことを言うなんて
I can't believe you're still saying that.
私が何のために父の話をあなたにしたと思ってるの
Why do you think I told you about my father? Anna looked truly irritated as she said that.
いい隊長さん今このラボでは確実に何かが起きてる
Listen up, Captain Kazasagi. Something is going down right here in Labo. That is for sure.
さっきの爆弾のこともそうだし 三宮さんが逃げたのだって、きっと私たちの知らない理由があるのよ。
There must be a reason behind that bomb earlier and Miss Anomiya running from us that we don't know about.
悪意を持った誰かが裏で動いているに違いないわ。
Make no mistake that someone with malice in their heart is operating from behind the scenes. Exactly.
気を抜くと本当に命を落としかねないわよ。
And that if we let our guards down, it's likely that we really will lose our lives.
生き残るためには周囲のあらゆるものを疑ってかかりなさい。
Doubt everything around you in order to survive.
周りの人もこの施設のことも、場合によっては自分自身の見聞きしたものも
Ooh, that's
先
foreshadowing
入観に騙されてるかもしれないから。
about the radiation. This includes the people nearby, this facility, and occasionally everything you see. Your own preconceptions may be tricking you after all.
随分教師らしからぬことを言うんだな。
That sure doesn't sound like something a teacher would say.
失望した？
Disappointed?
でも教師というのは思いのほか懐疑的なものなのよ。何でもかんでも信じてちゃ守るべき生徒も守れないもの。
But teachers are surprisingly suspicious creatures. You can't protect the students you're sworn to keep safe if you trust every little thing.
そうか。強いんだな、教師ってのは。
I see. Teachers sure are tough.
And I let out a heavy sigh when Watase said that. It could be called an admiring voice.
ダメよ隊長さん。私の今の言葉だってちゃんと疑ってかからなくちゃ。
Ah, see, you're screwing up already. You need to doubt even what I just said. And that too, and that.
そうだな。信じれば騙されるかもしれないしな。
True. Things I believe in could be tricking me.
先生の親父さんの話を聞くと、信じるってことにはリスクがついて回るってことになるもんな。
Your story you told about your father taught me that there's a certain risk involved with trusting.
わかってるんじゃない。こんな状況だと余計にそうなのよ。
Glad you get it. That holds true especially in this kind of situation. Anna gave him a scorning glare. Watase looked right back at her and spoke with a clear voice.
それでも俺は先生のことを信じる。
But I still trust you in spite of that.
Huh?
リスク抜きの真偽なんて嘘っぱちだろ。
Oh, wow. This is very similar to something Chiaki said in Danganronpa 2. Hello, Fawful. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. It turned out to be pretty long, all the scenes we missed. But we're at the home stretch.
Faith without risk is a downright lie, isn't it?
自分だけ安全なところにいて信じるだの信じないだの、そんなのは何の力も持たない言葉だ。
If you say you trust or don't trust something but keep yourself in a safe position, your words will hold no power whatsoever.
だからこれからも先生が疑われれば無条件に信じるしカバー。
So if you've ever doubted from this point onward, I'll trust and cover for you unconditionally.
きっと先生の親父さんもそうするはずだよ。
I'm sure that's what your father would have done too.
Watase declared that all in a quiet voice. He filled each and every one of his words with a desire to affirm the life within his father. When he did, Hannah let out a somewhat sad smile.
本当にバカなんだから。
Sheesh. You really are an idiot. You know that? And I didn't say anything else after that. The group then finally arrived at Area 6. The group arrived at Area 6 while they were talking.
チームを組み直そう。森部は先生と組んで。
It'd be just like what happened before. If I fall with the old man on my back, both of us are gonna get badly hurt.
いや、おっさんを背負って登るってのはやめた方が無難そうだ。
Alright. Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, thank you, Fafa. You too. Have a lovely day.
Actually, I think it'd be safer I didn't climb with you on my back.
Test subjects are dangerous. Okay, so there's one more scene. According to Cheers. It's right
ど
here.
うしてだって決まってるさ AD を持ち去った人がいるんだ
何言ってんの？副隊長
As there's no one who can prove what you were doing between the time you split up from Miss Tachibana and when you regroup with the rest of us, correct? What y'all talking about? With Lieutenant out commission, I felt it was my duty to pick up the slack, so I did nothing but search after that.
だからそれを証明できないでしょ。
Okay.
職業倫理と個人的思想は必ずしも一致しない職責より個人の主義主張を貫くことを良しとする者もいる
I think that should be fun, right? Yeah.
Maribe, Tachibana's checking the cameras while she's resting in the surveillance room, right?
Yeah.
じゃあおそらくカメラを通じて施設内の様子を見ているはず
Then she's probably watching over the facility with those cameras.
しかし監視カメラはほとんど壊れていたね
はい、先ほど一瞬地上の誰かとつながって、しかしすぐ途切れてしまいました。
来週島からファクトリーまで歩いて6分もかかるわけがない
Here we go. Cross-examination. Okay.
だがそれをあの2名の研究員たちに目撃されたそして口封じのために殺したんだ
立花俺はあの堂島という隊員を殺したいほど憎んでいたのか
Yep. Crazy eyes. Okay. Here we go.
だとしたら俺自身気づいていないが AD を盗んだのかもしれない
It should be here.
In that case, maybe I really did steal the AD and don't even remember it.
自分一人だけ生き残ればいいという考えが自分の中にないと
Well, here we go.
In that case, I can't confidently deny the possibility there's a part of me is okay with letting everyone else die so long as I survive.
Watase suddenly began to get scared, very scared. Perhaps there's a wicked side to himself he was not aware of, when there was deciding all his actions on its own and driving everyone to their deaths. That was much more frightening than the prospect of his own death. Kiss! Oh my god, wow! However, Anna spoke up in an exasperated voice when she saw Watase trembling.
まったくあなたには
Here
ば
we
っか
go,
りだわ
final scene. For crying out loud, I am so disappointed in you.
Huh?
だってそうでしょあなたは私を信じているって言ってくれたけど
I mean, you said you trust me.
自分のことも信じられない人の言葉じゃ全然当てにならないんだもの
But that clearly doesn't hold any water when you clearly don't trust yourself.
すまん
Sorry.
やめてそんな自信のなさそうな顔私に見せないで
Stop it. Don't let me see you with that look of despair on your face.
あなたは確かに疑わしいわ監視カメラの一件にしても記憶喪失の件にしてもね
You are indeed suspicious. Your amnesia and the security footage attest to that.
でも私はねそれを差し引いてもあなたを信用したいと思ったのよ
She's reciprocating. But even when I take that into account, I want to trust you.
なのにあなたがそんな様子じゃ
And yet here you are, assuming your own guilt without proof.
だが 俺には過去の記憶がないんだぜ。
But I don't have any memories of my past, you know?
もし記憶を失う前の俺が悪意のある人間だったとしたら、
If my past self was someone who had malice in his heart.
記憶を失う前のあなたなんてそんなの関係ないじゃない。
It doesn't matter how your past self was.
あなたがみんなを助けるために必死に頑張ってくれたことは間違いのない真実なのよ。
The indisputable truth is that you have been pushing yourself to your limits to save people. Really, Anna has the same voice actor as Junko. That's crazy. Oh my god.
それを見ていた私の言葉があなたは信じられないっていうの？
Are you saying you can't trust what I say, even after I saw all that? Oh, I think that was a typo. It just says. Should this be even? I think this might be a typo. Maybe.
そう。言葉だけじゃ足りないのね。
I see. So words alone won't do it, huh?
わかったわ。だったら言葉以外のものをあげるわ。
Fine then. Let's try something besides words. Anna put her hands on Watase's shoulders as she said that. Ah! Watase froze on instinct when he saw Anna's face approaching him. However, Anna suddenly stopped just before their noses come in contact with each other.
ねえ、こういう時は
Oh
お
my
互い目をつ
god.
ぶるのが礼儀じゃない？
Hey. It's considered rude not to close your eyes at a time like this. Right?
その
No.
いいから早くつぶりなさいよ。私に恥をかかせるつもり？
Look, just shut them already! Are you trying to embarrass me? Watase frantically shut his eyes. He felt a soft sensation against his lips, and his lips were trembling ever so slightly. Watase opened his eyes to find Anna staring at him with a nervous look on her face.
どう？これで納得してくれた？
Well, are you convinced now?
私が心から隊長さんのことを信じてるって。
That's my way of saying I trust you from the bottom of my heart. Watase had no clue what he should say. Without his memories, it was essentially the first kiss of his life. Suddenly, Kazumi feels a disturbance in the force. Anna swiftly looked away as if she could tell what Watase was thinking.
勘違いしないでね。これはなんていうか、おまじないみたいなものだから。
Don't get me wrong. This is, how do I put it? Like a charm, yes.
おまじない。
A charm?
Anna let out a slightly lonely laugh when she heard that and continued.
そう。隊長さんが自信を取り戻せるようにするためのね。
Yes. Want to give you back the confidence you need.
聞いたでしょ？結構ご利益があるはずよ。
It worked, didn't it? I thought it was quite generous. Watase didn't understand the meaning of the smile Anna was giving him. But those feelings she was showing him were the real thing.
ありがとう、先生。
Yeah. Thanks, Teach.
俺は先生が信じてくれた。今の俺を信じるよ。
I'll believe in the current me that you believe in. Row, row, fight the power!
There was someone out there who truly believed in him, even when he couldn't believe it himself. Watase was grateful for that more than anything else right now. And he felt like he could trust her with his life.
なあ先生。
Hey, Teach.
もし今の俺が消えるようなことがあったとしたら、そして記憶を取り戻した俺が
If the me you know,
悪意にまみれた人間だったとしたら
sorry.
if the me you know now vanishes forever,
turn out to be a black-hearted person when I get my memories back.
その時は先生が俺を止めてくれないか。
Will you stop me? And his face darkened for a second at those words. However, she gently smiled at him and nodded. Watase's heart lightened at the moment, his reservations completely disappearing.
だがどうする？森部も浮田のおっさんも
Ah!
俺の心底を疑っているぞ。
And yeah, you could tell that this is right. Yeah, okay, that's it, isn't it?
やめろバカ、死ぬぞ。
Yeah, okay. Do I have to do anything, like, do I have to get back onto the Kazumi path, or that's hilarious for a castle, by the way. Damn, I did not realize that would go so long. I did not realize that it's almost been 4 hours. You could tell how much I love this game, because I haven't had a 4-hour stream of a visual novel since I think freaking Umineko, and I'm not tired. So, oh god, seriously. So I don't have to like get it back on the Kazumi path or anything like that, right? It should be set for good now. I just yeah, that's different. Okay. I'm all set? Awesome. So I can go back to the main menu. Title. Alright, so now we're all set to go to Route B. Thank you, GAs and Guppy Force, for so much for helping me get all these missing scenes. They were very interesting and gave us a lot of new information. I'm so excited to start Route B next time. So on Thursday, we'll continue with Paradise Killer, which seems to be heading for a lot of interesting stuff there. And on Friday, we will start Route B, yes! With a brand new thumbnail made by Guppy Force, thank you. Until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.